Welcome, welcome. I'm Local Moon Bunny VTuber Jueri. Today we're building the Epyon. Oh my gosh. Last week we finished the head and foot, 1 foot only, and a pre-made weapon. But you know, his head actually required a lot of parts going into it, so you can't really blame me for not making a lot of progress. But today for sure we're gonna lock in. Okay. Give me a second here. So, goal is to complete 2 leg units and hope that that will complete itself by the end of the stream. Let's grab the runners for this. I need runners. Grab this preemptively. But yeah, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Saturday. Let's see. We'll get the greetings out the way. Welcome show. he's kind of mean, isn't he? His first message there. Welcome show, Patriarchy. Welcome in. Golden Foxy. JXI. Hello. Luke, welcome in. Copper Chef. Vinewood's here. Chikatori, hello, hello. Luke, hello, hello. MP's here. Welcome in. It's been a bit since you been in Villa stream, haven't it? Troll Life, hello Jueri. Missed you last week because of anime, but congrats on making it through the school, yeah, hag. Me? A hag? I didn't think you're a anime. Hope the comment's fine. Blue Patriot, welcome in. Breezy, hello. I'm not muted, am I? No, you're beating me. You're beating me for a second there. Chat is muted though, so I'll make sure to refresh that. Got a weird bug with that. Howdy Tao, hello Firefly. Hello there, Mark, welcome in. Patriarchy. Ohayo gozaimasu. Wasagi? What's Usagi? Oh, Usagi. Moon Bunny. Let me see. Check it time. Hi, Shiro and BKH. First time attending one of these in a long time, and I'm happy to be here. Oh, you're too kind, truly. In terms of the build itself, it's not too difficult, but I will say I definitely was surprised by how much undergating there was for this RG. I understand undergating for the outer armor, but there's actually a lot of inner frame undergating too, or even for the head for this guy. And so, you want to see his little thing here. My nails are not done, so I don't even bother glazing in this stream. It looks really, really good, and actually the parts are settled in very firmly in place, which is nice. I think this is like the peak of RGs. I haven't built too many RGs. This is my 3rd one ever. I built the best of RGs, and I built the worst of RGs. This is like up there once more. On time, Jueri. Yeah, I know, surprising, right? I was able to get things done because I didn't bother doing my nails. If I did my nails, it'd probably take another like 10-15 minutes. Also, the park con incident. Were you a con goer for that part? I don't know. Okay, you weren't here, Troll Life, but yesterday we were talking about it a little bit because a lot of people weren't aware that the park con at Fanime had some interesting incidents, and I was just basically saying how it feels like, I don't know, it's because I'm getting older as an anime fan, but just a lot of things are just making me really uncomfortable. Maybe I'm unbased, I'm sorry, I'm not cultured. I can't. I'm like okay with people bringing yaoi powder but not hitting people with it, or like people putting leashes on other people and stuff. It's just when it's like gets kind of unhygienic, it's really gross on a public setting like that. That's just me though. Hi Bix, hey, I finally made it to the beginning of the show. How are you today, Miss Bunny? I'm doing awesome. I am preparing to close out my classwork, so that's been kind of an ongoing thing for me. I have a senior project in the works as well. With that being said, I'll be done sometime soon, in about a week or 2. Yeah. Jag? You guys always asking for Jag. Why don't I see you building the Jag? I'm building my first MGSD while sick and being here. Yay! Epyon's the best. It's like the 2nd or 3rd best RG ever. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I really do. First MGSD. I'm surprised because I feel like MGSD is a really good line. It's not one you would really normally skip over. No Moon Gundam Heresy. It's true. I don't have a Moon Gundam. It's not even in my shopping cart either. That's on me. I did not go. That was straight degen. Yeah, you know, it's I like how with the weeb culture we're cringe, and I remember a lot of early con going experience. You know, there were some cringe things, people acting out, but it's like within the culture of things, right? But those can kind of Too sussy for me. Too public sussy. A little too degen. And I just feel so unfun saying that. I'm all for people doing that kind of work. I just think there's a time and place and the way to go about it. Howdy, Lysergic. Howdy. No. Even some Reddit comments with people who enjoyed that or grossed out. Really? I'm shocked. I can't. There was a clip where someone's like, feet juice? Well, it's been sanitized, and it just shows it pouring like straight alcohol into the foot to kind of quote unquote sanitize it. I don't know. It grosses me out so much. Good luck with school. Thank you. Welcome, Leah. Guy Al King. Welcome in. Listen, Ariel MGSD, custom Ariel fanboy, and the accessory fits the high grade, which I found really appealing. I said it before, but I usually buy kits to represent things in the anime, and just kind of don't do that. Plus, they're usually quite pricey. Oh, I think about it. A Barbados MGSD was gifted. I actually never considered, huh? You know, I'm kind of surprised because there's the MGSD line and then there's SD line, and I thought the SD line were like the BB Senshi one, but they're not. They're actually like, they look like legit SD. They look like SD version MGSD, you know what I mean? I thought it was like gonna be a lot more chibier, but I have an Ariel SD. That's the line I have not touched yet. I was just thinking about this one tweet from shout out to Hobbitling Japan. I think it was Hobbitling Japan. They tweeted out like, if you could eliminate one grade line, which one would it be? And I think a lot of people had different opinions. Some said MG, some said Megas, some said PGs because it's too elitist or luxurious. But I personally think we should eliminate the EG line. There's someone did say SD line, but I just felt like, I don't know, I think there's a place for MGSD and SD. What did you walk in on? Oh, hello, Portuguese, welcome in. I'm happy my retail choice restocked the high-grade Zaku 2 Revive just in time for me to have the funds get it. Been waiting to get one for a while. Yeah, it's awesome. Also, before I start building this, I'll start building it now, but I do want to say the thumbnail for the stream, I apologize for anyone looking at it, but this is actually the limited edition Gundam base coding for the RG Epyon, I believe. So, a little clickbait, but I thought that the posting on it was really nice for this stream, so that's why I used it. But we're not building the Gundam base edition of the high grade. I apologize. I would love it. I would actually do not mind. I really like the coding on this one. I think it's like I'm not quite sure what it is. It's not gloss. It's like a sort of matted, kind of nice coating. It looks like you would for a car, if that makes sense. Right? So I'm gonna get the feet and ankle here built. Welcome, Sunflower. Welcome in. Hello. And also the high grade Gundam MK2 while that's added. Sounds good. I really like in-person shopping for model kits. It hits different than online shopping. Online shopping feels kind of fake in some ways. But when you go in person, ooh, the vibes are just so right. SD babies and she are the cute ones. SD EX and SDCS are not. I know. I just know I have a RB79MG to build and print a little Jueri to put in it. If you're able to do that, I'd be really surprised. I'd be really surprised. I thought about this. I thought about getting like a 3D print file for you guys so you can print freely for it. Just that those kind of services are kind of hard to find. So I just have not been looking too deeply into it all that much. Oh my god. I got some Gundam base RGs, particularly the RG Freedom Chudo version and Sazabi Metal Coat version. Is it a metal coat? I forgot what the coating is for this one for the Epyon, RG Epyon for Gundam base. Still remember. This one has like undergating here. What a weirdo. Undergating on the inner frame. I don't hate it, I just wish it was more reasonable. Okay, well I need to clean this on a little bit. I don't like how it's like raised up and I can't take it out. one here. You got some Gundam base. Oh wait. You almost got yourself the MG Tallgeese earlier because it's only 35, but it's already sold out. That's a pretty decent price for the Tallgeese. For shame. I really like the way Tallgeese looks. You got a second haze in all today? What's that? What did you get? After I complete this bust model area, I'm gonna put it in the car dashboard, like bobblehead type ornament. Oh, that's cool. I don't know. Dude, does plastic model kit survive the heat wave in a car? Or is it like a baby in a car situation? You shouldn't do that. I guess it should be fine. I never really heard of model kits melting before. On purpose. Or by accident, you know? I really gave it much thought until today. You're at a local build event. Oh, okay, okay. I see, I see. Love to go to more hobby shops in person. They weren't centered in big cities that should be like 15 minutes away, but drag on for 2 hours because of traffic. Yeah. Going in person shopping for model kits is a vibe, don't get me wrong, but where I'm from, Latino land, there's no Gundam base or anything, and it's kind of expensive to buy locally because country tax and custom. That is true. That is true. I got a friend that's trying to source out Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and that's like a hassle and a half because of import fees as well. Platinum. You've recently got the Freedom DCP and can't wait to build it eventually. Oh, I see, I see. People put their Gunpla in their gaming PC. A hot car is probably quote-unquote fine. I wouldn't do either. We should just do a stress test video. Hey guys, today we're gonna put the EG grams into a oven at 300 degrees to see whether or not it'll survive the heat wave of the US in a month or so. That sounds horrible. I wouldn't do that. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Ben, welcome in, hello. Gaming PC would be kind of fun. My gaming PC though is below me. It's like resting in its own little slot, so I don't think it's like ideal for me to put inside a gaming PC for myself. Also, I wouldn't be able to see it realistically, so not for me, but for other people it might be worth it. Flat side into here. And that'll be a little small piece. I'm making good progress, I feel. Mostly worried about UV protection, but I got clear coat for it. I think melting should be okay. We'll see. Well, melting be okay. Actually, cars don't get much more hotter than like 150, but I don't wanna say anything. You never know. No hobby store where I live. I'm sadly an Amazon boy. It's sad. I almost bought a model kit from Amazon, and then a lot of people dissuaded me from doing so. For good reasons too. I always feel bad when newcomers build their first kit from Amazon. It's not always bad choice per se. Sometimes the prices are marked up more, and other times it's like the listing gets a little shady at times, depending on who you buy from. Related meme and Steam Dump. Alright, let me put up Steam Dump. I'm under. Hey! I don't know about that. Deep frying your Gundam. That's been an ongoing meme, yeah, but no one would actually do that again, would they? I tend to buy Gunpla conventions. Provides good selection while also preventing me from buying too much. I shouldn't have too big a backlog. Buying Gunpla conventions. I bought one model kit at a convention. I don't know if I would recommend that. I personally would not recommend it again, just because I feel like at cons I already have... I'd rather keep a light handle on things, so I'd rather not. I don't like that. Maybe I'd rather just go like local mom and pop store to me and buy stuff there. I don't think I'd buy it at a con. You had SD as a car decoration for a couple years and it's fine until you lost it? Oh, that's so cute. You put it like at the outside of his car at the very tip of the hood. What's this one? This one goes on top here? Nothing here though. Oh. Probably like this. I have these. go? What the heck? Is it properly going in? Oh my god, I need to chill out. Alright, let's see. So just like this into this part here is flattened out, and then you close it out all together in here. Okay. That joint was just like 3 pieces. 3 small pieces too. Finally managed to order PG Perfectability Unicorn a couple days ago. 3rd attempt the charm. Good luck, jeez. Let's think if I ordered that big. Ah, can't imagine. Alright, putting this away now because we're done with the H runner until much later. Wait, I have to do it twice? Oh, but I'm not the type of person to build leg twice. My bad. Yeah, so I don't like to build 2 legs at the same time. I prefer to build one at a time so that I have something to kind of admire while I finish the other one up. I think that's how I prefer to do the progress for this. Alright, so I'll take another part from this before we take this away. This one right here. I'm actually going to be putting them in my K-truck, mini Japanese truck on the dashboard, and I got a windshield cover too. Dang, you got those? Those trucks are so cute. How practical is it owning like a K-truck? Because I've seen, was it Ludwig or someone other who tried ordering one into the US? Hi Jueri, those feet you built are gonna be the heads when you transform it. I guess this is like the jawline or something of the dragons. Sorry, the camera ain't focusing. Right? I don't see the face on this. Maybe this will open up? I don't know. I hope there's like instruction on how to transform it. I'd be really sad if I had to go look around. Look around and try to find it. Bobblehead merch? That would be so fire. I don't think it's practical, no? You deep fry your Gunpla, you have to eat it? What do you even do at that point? You just throw it away after. Just take a pic for the memes and then throw it away, right? I think that's like what people do. There's no way people actually keep it around their desk. That's so nasty. Here, the team on this. If my aerial melts, I'll let you know. Maybe post a picture. I'm taking precaution, but either I must. You know, I think we're all just being overly cautious. Because in my lifetime, I've never seen a melted Gunpla before. Which is crazy, because a deep fried Gundam seems less likely than like a melted Gundam, you know? If plastic was that malleable, it just wouldn't be a thing, right? Well, it wouldn't be so bad. Didn't take it from me. Alright, today I actually organized my runners so that I'm not spending time searching for unstream. So hopefully that will actually cut down a lot of time and we make good progress too. What is going on? What is going on? Why is your flush emote being sent? Guys are giving me mixed signals right now. I see it, but I don't understand it. Here. That reminds me, I'll keep my eye out for a full mechanics Gundam aerial. I need to build that. I think I put aerial twice on 2 different poles, but it's just never, no one ever really votes for the aerial. There's something else cooler on there that people tend to vote for on these like build polls. I also put Rusty, I think, twice on a couple of build polls and no one votes for Rusty, or at least not enough people vote for Rusty. And I wonder if it's because like this is Gundam channel, so people are gonna vote more so for Gundam. Japanese classics sell imported Japanese cars. They already did the paperwork, so you just buy the car. It's much harder to get a process, I feel. Otherwise, everyone would be having it in the US. I have unironic friends that need support. Yeah, do so, do so. Umaru, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a while. What happened to you? Are you in the Mahjong dungeon? What? Hold on. The Mahjong gambling den. That's what it is. I'm Haven't seen your stuff, bro. What happened? Okay, so I always vote for Rusty. You think it's wing bias? I don't think it's wing bias though. I don't think I have that many wing fans in my channel. We do get like people occasionally browsing maybe the polls and stuff, but like I don't think it's anything crazy. You know, it's funny because my friend, I've been tracking their progress with their show because they're watching through the entirety of Gundam on their own time. Because they bought 1 or 2 kits and they're like, damn, I really like this, so they started watching some stuff. They made a tier list for the shows they've already watched. I'm not gonna show it yet because I don't think it's quite done, but they have a decent amount of shows listed in there. Right now they're going through Wing, and they said that they heard that was bad. Before they watched it, they heard it was bad, so I wouldn't say there's a bias per se, but I think before they get to something, they're just curious about what people think about it and their perception of it, so he goes into it. A little bit of that, but obviously he built his own opinion. And currently, he told me that number 1, Wing is indeed not that good, which is interesting because of how hype it is in the West and the entry point for a lot of people back on like Toonami or something, right? But number 2, he recently updated me and told me that it's better to watch Wing in dub because dub makes it fun versus sub, which maybe make it too serious. So yeah, that's been kind of the update with that. You disagree? Jerry, I'm serious. Think about it. Gunpla made out of hard candy. They do exist though. They make the gummy buildable stuff. I watched Ring recently. I find it to be okay. It's entertaining for sure, but I enjoy Endless Waltz more. Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought, okay, so I don't know anything about Wing. I've not watched it, but all I know from my time as an anime fan for Gundam and stuff is that Wing is like the entry point for people in the West. So I have very high expectation. As someone who's never watched it, I watched one clip a long time ago with Hiro Yui. I can't remember the exact reason, but I just remember him ripping up the letter from, I think her name's like Relena or something, Relenia? But that's it. Other than that, I just assumed that Wing was gonna be a very good show because how much people talk about it and how much collabs they have with Western games and stuff. But now that I'm hearing that's not good, I'm kind of scared. I'm like preparing myself a little bit. I grew up with Wing dub. It's goddamn funny. Sub is very stoic. Yeah, sub is gonna be very stoic. Bro, I told my friend, like, listen, so the thing with Wing Gundam, right, is that they have these characters named after numbers, and he's like, what are you talking about? It's just probably a coincidence. And you know, there's like, it was like Hiro. I forgot what it was for Hiro Yui, how it works. Because he's technically number 1, right? So I don't really remember how Hiro Yui naming pun works, but it's Hiro Yui, then Duo Maxwell is very obvious. Troa. Forgot the person. Quantes? I can't remember. And then the 5th one is Wu Fei, and I couldn't figure out Wu Fei, but then they started counting in Chinese or something because Wu Fei is Chinese, and I was like, oh. And here I am with my elementary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Chinese. Could figure it out. You for 1? In what language? Still stage play, soap opera like. You have to turn off your brain to enjoy Wing. Oh, it's not controversial, is it? It's less of a case of people recommending it as the first, and more that it's one that everyone saw. No, it's not that people recommending it per se. It's just that I have a perception of Wing being great because of how many IP collabs it has. It really is just like a popularity thing, though, from like the sound of it. But it was my first, and I love it. But to be fair, it might be a little nostalgic. Alright, JJ Super. I would challenge you to rewatch Wing. Tell me how that comes back to you as Yuichi. Yuichi is number 1. Hiro Yui? But wait, his full name is Yuichi? Hiro Yuichi? No one ever calls him that though. They call him Hiro Yui. I was thinking it was Japanese too, but I was like, maybe it's not, because it stops at the E sound and not ET. The problem with Wing, for me, is that it tried too hard to pull a move from UC to very poor execution or very ex machina, is it ish? I would say that took away points from me. Yagi, hi! Welcome, welcome. Welcome here. You have to carry it. Yagi actually does Gundam stuff on YouTube as well. They're working on their PNG. It's fun. It's fun seeing people's take on their own like little character for the online creation space. Cool. Hey, I really love your camera setup. You're one of the few camtubers I watch with good stream quality. Is there usually a difference between stream video quality and a normal video upload quality? Oh, that's a good question. Welcome, noob. For one thing, I used to do a lot of webcam setup before I decided to do this really big setup here. So what happened was I joined a Discord full of Gunpla model kits, plastic hobbyists, and they have really nice setup. And here I am with my webcam at like 480p, and I felt super inspired to upgrade my setup. So I actually use like a legit camera, not a webcam, but a legit camera to stream everything here. So it also has a really nice autofocus for me if I need to bring things up. But the biggest part when it comes to a camera setup is the lighting. I have a lot of light being poured into this. I have a light box? A light box from the bottom left here, right? And then I also have another light here, ring light. So yeah. If you ever want to know what parts I use, I have it linked in my description box because I've had people ask me, so I just send them a link for it. Right now, it's a little bit hard to buy a camera like this. Because you're buying the camera, the capture card, the lens for the camera arm, and all this stuff costs almost like 800 on a Black Friday and like 1,000 maybe on not so Black Friday time. And so, it's not something I would recommend for people who are starting out streaming to do. But if you're someone, you know, you make a little bit from YouTube after some time, because I saved up from my YouTube payout to get the whole setup going. I've been building this for about 2 years now, so I thought that it was just a very good investment to put into. So yeah. That's why not a lot of people do it. Not a lot of people do it because it's a really expensive upgrade, but a very much needed upgrade for someone who does it as often as I do. You remember Elflone? Escaflone? I think people like the wing design for far more than the story. Also, I do not know what Elflone is. I ain't gonna lie, the wing design are really nice, but that's cheating. They have wings and add-ons like that. That's really cool. Also, Sunny Sunshine, hello, welcome. Everybody in West was Google Gaga baby when they saw Wing. I just forgot how bad it was. Oh man, I gotta watch Wings, you guys, one of these days. I think we gotta break this down. It can't be that bad. I don't think it's that bad from the sound of it. It just sounds like it's very strongly rooted in nostalgia. So not to fault anyone. It's just the way it is. Okay, so we gotta put these parts together now that we have this done. This is a foot part, right? And then, wait, is that correct? Did I do this right? Oh yeah, I do. Okay, this is correct. This is supposed to be the head of the thing. Does it close out the jaw over here or something? You kind of want to buy two. I think if I find a Gundam base, I want to get the nice coating one on the RG Epyon. Not have that be like the Epyon, have this be like the dragon, or maybe the other way around. Not sure. Not sure exactly. Also, if you guys came just in now, we're talking about Wing because my friends were watching it for the first time, and right now the general review from him is not so good. But I always think it's interesting with the clash with everything else. Wing created a lot of female audiences to watch Gundam back when it aired in Japan. Is it because of the male casting? Wish I had that kind of camera setup. I use my phone as a camera whenever I do build. It does a job, but with like better camera quality. Yeah. So actually, one of the creators that I talked to, she used an iPhone 15 for her camera setup, which is honestly, you know, it looks really, really good. iPhone and actually any other phone does this thing where they sharpen and saturate the image because to the average person, they can't really tell what's good quality except that this one's more saturated, and to them that's like considered good quality. So camera I think is a lot more closer to how our eyeball perceive the thing. At least I try to adjust the look of it. If you do your research, you'll start doing research on the webcam stuff. Maybe a phone, but definitely a camera for sure. This camera I'm using was like, I think 600 entry point, which is not that bad. It does the job of what I needed to do at the quality it has. Alright, let me just get some parts here. I got a foot completed. Let's see, 38 here. What did Epi say? Let's... Oh, use camera. Yeah, use camera is really good. Marketplace, you'll find it sometimes on Facebook. I still like it, but it may just be me thing. Where is it? Someone copy and paste a message for it. I can't find it. You know what you need to watch? X? Gundam X? Damn, okay. I actually told them to watch, they asked me for a recommendation because what they wanted was a show that was... Okay, so the thing with Gundam, that they do have a decent list of Gundam that they enjoy. For example, Unicorn, Zeta, Hathaway. But the thing that they wanted to watch was a pro tag that was using more of his brains and wit as opposed to the OP-ness of the Gundam. Because Gundams are pretty strong in lots of regards. I think it creates an interesting dynamic in my opinion because the Gundam is so strong, the pilot may kind of slack off a little bit, whereas the enemy will try to find different ways to improve over time, and then suddenly the MC has to figure out how to overcome that. But they can't because they've been so close to using the Gundam for so long, they just haven't felt that. Anyways, they're looking for a pro tag that uses more their wit and doesn't rely on the OPs of Gundam. And I actually asked you guys for recommendations. I think one of you guys suggested 8th MS team for that stuff, so I just forwarded that to them. So I don't know what their review of that is, but I'll update with you guys on that to see whether or not that fits their taste. You gonna sleep? Okay, good night. I'm full complete, let's go. Hey man, it's hard out here because I yap so much when I build. Where did I put the... X is just rah. I love my girlfriend. Ah, the anime. I have it sideways. What do you mean? Isn't that good? You're supposed to have it sideways, right? Is this correct? Is this the correct part? Hold on. 40? Gundam X unironically? Alright, fine. Alright. I'll have to forward that to them too. I will forward that. Hi, 2S, welcome in. Riku, hi! Yes, this is something a lot of people have been saying to build. It's funny because I keep seeing this specific RG go up and down in price. I think mostly go down in price because people were pricing this really high when I first saw it like 2 years ago. Yeah, I got a very nice light that makes the visibility way better with just my phone camera. Light indeed does matter. Way more than people like this key light I have. I think it's like almost $100, like 80 to 100. To be fair, I don't think it's fair to categorize most Gundam Pro Tag as being carried by the mobile suit aside from Bandager. No, I think that's pretty fair. I think that's pretty fair characterization. Okay, so before I got into Gundam, I had someone explain to me the difference between mobile suit and the Gundam, because I called everything a Gundam, like every non-watcher do. And they explained to me, okay, so when you watch this series, Jueri, you have to understand that Gundam is an OP suit. And a Gundam is a mobile suit, but not every mobile suit is a Gundam, yada yada yada. So okay, so that's been sort of like my lens of viewing the shows. And so far it's been pretty like legit, I feel like. Here. Eighth MS has it all. Action, romance, naive, pro tag who's also someone non-idiot. Real robot shenanigans. But then they're just gyms, so it's not stupidly OP. Uncensored booba, censored booba. What the heck? OG UC had uncensored booba too, cause it's like it's just a slice life scene. It looks a bit rough tonight. I just didn't have time, bro. I'm preparing. I'm like typing away at the keyboard, so it's like chipped at the very tip, and I didn't bother filling in the paint either. This will be the only time you'll find me slacking. As someone who has built all but a few of the retail RG Gundam kits is easily top 5, maybe top 3. What's the other third one? I'm assuming RG Grams 2.0 is number 1. This one maybe number 2. No, the third one is in that case. And it's hello. Halfway through 79, the Gundam does indeed hold armor back rather than help him. That's what I'm saying though. I'm not saying that it's like totally OP. What I'm trying to say is that with the Gundam, it gives like a very strong advantage in battle, but just causes the protag. Well, they're wrestling their own thing with their own demons when it comes to the suit and stuff, but it causes them to kind of not innovate nearly as much as the enemy when they're trying to take them down with it. What is this piece? Okay, so this goes into here somehow. And then what does this one go to? It's just like that? I guess so. Alright. An A10. Ah! I pulled the entire... We're gonna separate it. Okay. Have you tried decals on your nails? A long time ago. Now it seems like a waste of money to decal nails because your nails grow out, right? So I don't really do it anymore. Or at all. This one actually has really nice engraving for this part. Yeah, but the fact that AMS is both uncensored and censored is hilarious. I see. Amuro Midway was an outright beast. Even Gundam that were made later in the 1 year war doesn't do as good as Amuro did with the RX-78 too. Hello Ned. I think in all fairness, the ground gyms in the 8th MS team are actually built using the same alloy as the Gundam unit, so gyms in it are kinda OP. We should get... Actually no, that'd be kinda mean, wouldn't it? They would never do like a... POV villain style sort of thing, would they? Because that'd be like propaganda for Xeon, which they want to do. RG Wing 0 is considered the best, new best RG? Okay, damn, I gotta get my hand on one of those then. Oh, you know what they said? You know what my friend also said about the Wing Gundam show? He's like, he feels desensitized to Wing because apparently he's like saying that he said that the Wing Gundam is a nice design, but it's reheated nacho because he's saying that it's not just Hiro Yui piloting the Wing Gundam, everyone's piloting the Wing Gundam. And I thought it was very interesting because in the shows I watch, generally the Gundam is piloted by one person generally. If it's piloted by a second person, usually not to the extent of the first person, like Mirai taking over the aerial at one point. But just thought it was interesting. I didn't think it was possible. I always thought especially reserved for the protag for a reason. Oh, it's just cool. Thinking of picking up this kit. Just finished building the new RG Wing 0. Damn, get back on it. Get back on it and get on to this kit. It's a good kit. I'll give it Ichigo. I haven't come to Unicorn yet, but it's gotta be popular and have its own statue for a reason. I've also heard it goes insane when it comes to the space mind freak shenanigans. Well, my friend put the Unicorn at the very top spot of his tier list, so it must be very, very good then. Right, so this one... I'm scared, you guys. One of these days, I'm gonna watch like a Gundam show and I'm not gonna like it, but I have no idea which one's gonna be. Right? Watch it be like the most popular ones? In no way, right? Surely I'll be a little bit more reasonable about it. When it comes to disliking a show, I feel like you have to royally mess up something for me to dislike it. Or I'm just like not the target audience. So we shall see. But something surprising with Gundam so far, I'm actually surprised by like the diversity in a show like Gundam. Or, like in the general mecha franchise is actually very diverse, which is kind of shocking. Because that diversity, well, it's very consistent, interestingly. You saw the Gundam Hathaway movie in theater last week? Congrats! Did you pick up the cards? Those are really cool too. Max, welcome in. The base Wing Gundam itself has shockingly little screen time. I see. 2.1 if we have gone to it, so am I still a top slot? You gotta get to it, man. It's crazy how that's fits like butter. Wings are get passed around a lot, but in the end, here's the only one that could handle it. I see. Wait, this legging is exposed. Is it supposed to be exposed like this? It looks like it's supposed to be. I guess. The front. Okay, this is the front. Oh yeah, okay. We gotta do a couple things before we actually seal this up. So put this back. Bring back the runner for this. Each runner, I mean. 54-56. I think I'm the only one who doesn't like Wing. No, you're not the only person. Because if you watch Wing when you're 5, it's pretty good. But when you're a lot more developed in your frontal lobe, it's like a little bit cheesy, a little camp. It's fine to like stuff, that's great. That's why variety is great. Yeah, I know, but it feels so bad to play the villain of a show and be like, I hate this series that's super popular and everyone really likes because of XYZ. Because I don't think it makes for a very fun conversation in that way. No, you just have to keep building, Jueri. I am! If Wing was 25 episodes or a bit shorter, it would have gone hard. I remember when shows used to have 50 episodes, those were the times. I didn't know there was any promo items to be had from the Hathaway movie. That stinks, I didn't get any. My only complaint about the movie was some of the music choices randomly. Oh, the what's it, Guns N' Roses? Wing is probably the I gotta turn my brain off for this, but I also love the robots category. My brother, who was big into Wing, rewatched it during holidays. He was also like, man, oh man, I hate that feeling when a show you love as a kid suddenly doesn't hold up to your standard as an adult. That's like the worst feeling ever. Because to me, there's a bit of a joy to staying in that rosy tinted glasses when you watched it as a kid and not knowing the exact nuance of what's being played. So it happens. Thank you for the membership, Yagi. Thank you. Appreciate it. Was it your first month? What? I'm honored. You shall now have the access to emotes and the like. Now, a conversation about why someone doesn't like something can be enriching and important as long as they're respectful about things. Okay, that is fair. Yeah. That's how I prefer it though. If you guys ever dislike a show, like, don't be afraid to voice it. But also be reasonable with why you don't like it either. Can't just say you hate it. I hate people who say they hate something but don't elaborate because maybe it just didn't vibe with them. I want to know the exact reason why I didn't vibe, or else I can't give your viewpoint the validity that it deserves. Are you being held back by something? Are you being censored by YouTube? What's going on? I feel so slighted by YouTube. It gave me no indication that you're live. It just showed me an empty waiting room for like an hour. No! Hi, Crispy Applesauce. Welcome in. Guys, Crispy Applesauce is the Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTuber. If you guys are looking for a man with a mic and a green screen. It's a good vibe. It's a good vibe. We don't really have that in the Gundam space, I don't think. This one like this. Into this part like this too. Okay, so then after we do this, we gotta connect this to the monstrosity that is this. Alright, give me a second. Let me find this piece. 39. I can't elaborate on my problems with my least favorite Gundam without spoiling it, Jueri. Okay. I'm sorry. It's okay. For context, I've watched a handful of Gundam so far, but I have not watched a majority of it, so sometimes it's very difficult to base spoilers without spoiling the plot line to make me understand why something's not well liked. Yeah. So that's what's going on. Sometimes it's not about the plot though, sometimes pacing. Pacing is just important into a TV show as well when it comes to making a good show. Alright, let me just ask everyone who has watched the series. What is the series that you dislike the most? Respectfully speaking, just one series that you dislike the most. And just let me see what that one is. Ah! Oh my gosh. No. Chopping these pieces like it's hot. Gosh. IBO, okay. Twilight Axis? Dequux. IVO is least favorite. ZZ. The Gundam Build Metaverse. Whoa, I'm surprised some of you guys aren't mentioning that series specifically. You guys are throwing IVO under the bus for Metaverse. Hi Maru Dofu, hello Poop Killer. D Savior. Dequux. Seed, E3. Oh, it's so interesting. I wouldn't say there's like a common consensus. It feels like it's very varied. Build divers. Interesting. Metaverse is invisible. Hardly call it a proper Gundam show. The famous cash grab. Okay, assuming that everyone hates Metaverse, then we gotta move up from that. Wing. I knew the IVL comments are coming. Oh, welcome in Dead Chatter. The way I see it, it feels so bad because I'm someone who actually really enjoys IVL. But to be fair, I watched season 1. I know the spoiler for season 2, and I find it very hard for myself to bring myself to go watch season 2 to complete that circle, and then change my opinion of IVL because of it. But I understand. I understand. I'm not being offended by it because I understand. Okay, G-Quax is actually mentioned several times. G-Quax is kind of a hit or miss depending on people's view on it. I didn't dislike any, but I did not like the first couple episodes of The Witch Mercury except for the prologue. Your first couple episodes? No, it's fine. I didn't really like the later episodes. I'm not gonna watch anything with that poor reputation. For what? The Metaverse is generally more of an advert than a TV show. I feel so bad. It's very interesting because the Western value versus the Eastern value, especially Japan's value when it comes to business, is so different. For them, and this is not just specifically the build metaverse, but in general from what I've seen is a common pattern of like Bandai, Cover with VTubers and stuff. They do this thing where because they make so much money, they're a lot more free to be the first in a avenue and kind of pioneer it. But the metaverse is just one of those that just didn't pan out all that much or at all, and it's a bit of a shame. But it's one of those things that just has to have. Which is bound to fail, no matter. And it sucks because sometimes it's very obvious from a fan POV as opposed to stuff happening at the top with executives. One day we're gonna get Crossbone. Yes, I'm on that hopium. I don't know. I use a lot of Gundam parts, but it also has hits and misses. I kind of like that though. There's something really charming about having misses underneath your belt. It kind of humbles the series a little bit. If a series has a perfect home run score, it feels kind of not as fun. I think I prefer if they kind of have a couple misses in there to kind of really bring it down to earth for me to appreciate. Alright, does this one goes in here, I think? It goes in here, right? Or does it go somewhere else? The shape gets really confusing looking at this. I think it goes in here. Dead, maybe. Below here? Oh, I see. You gotta rotate this. But the least favorite question mark? God, that's hard in terms of full series for me since Jueriocata didn't get to finish, but I want to be the third arc of Gundam Age. Gundam Age, that's like the first one being mentioned. So 2 puts itself in it here. I think. Where does this one go? There's a slot here. Top where it opens up. Okay, right here. Oh, I don't know if I can fit this. Oh, okay, it did fit in. That is crazy that this actually held in place. I don't think it's supposed to be movable, right? Still exposed on the bottom part of it, but now it's like a lot better. Hi, welcome in. Welcome in. Usually animation is likable enough to watch as like second screen content. Don't you ever put a Gundam show as second screen content. I don't understand people who watch anime as second screen content at all. That's not how it works. Come think of it, I don't really have a worst Gundam seasons. At worst, I only have caveats. Even then, it's something I feel has merits to be said. I do have least favorite, even that I can enjoy it. I see. Hololive and Metaverse 2 was shut down recently. Yeah, no one really cared for it, I'm gonna be honest. Age is one of the most ambitious and faithful reinterpretation of Tomino's themes and the entirety of franchise, in my opinion. I see. See, I really were respectful about it. You guys are pretty reasonable and level-headed. I would never ask Twitter about the least favorite show. It would be actually... You thought I was causing a fan war in chat by asking this question out of curiosity? The real fan war is not in this chat or community. It's actually out there in the Wild West. Okay, so if I were to think about my least favorite so far, and I do actually have least favorite, it would have to be... So far, I feel like I'm evading some of the not so good ones, but so far, it'd probably be Thunderbolts. I can't remember. Second Thunderbolt movie is my least favorite. That one had really good animation, music still on par, but something felt disconnected with me and the MC this time around. It's cool that they try to make it nitty gritty and dark and stuff, but it just felt like the MC had less speaking lines or something, so I didn't feel like he was that much of a central focus. It felt like almost like a dream sequence in some ways. The first Thunderbolt movie did a good job of exploring the characters, their goals and ambitions, and why they do things that they do. But the second movie felt like it was disconnected somehow, and it's a bit of a shame because it has such good animation. But even good animation can't carry good stories, so it's just the one that I disliked the most so far. The redeeming quality is that look to it, but man, I can get not liking it after SMU, especially is a bit less focused but essential. And the flower? Okay. My brain was figuring out whether it was like something else, like Rose or something in there. I knew it was a flower-based name. I couldn't remember exactly. December Sky was good, though. Don't get me wrong on that. My nephew is more of a Witch from Mercury fan. I'm more of a Seed fan. Well, that's cute. And Witch from Mercury was a pretty good entry point for a lot of newcomers who are not necessarily into the mecha franchise. Welcome, Ivan. Especially... welcome, Darker Colgate again. Hello. You got banned from our Gunpla? Maybe it's a rule breaking, I don't know. I don't really like going to our Gunpla. I don't know, something about it just don't really vibe with me that much. Thunderbolt shouldn't be a movie series. Shouldn't be a movie series, plain and simple. I think with the advantage of making something into a movie is that it has higher quality animation and much more quality put into it, but Thunderbolt definitely needed someone to pace it better for movie setting. I think that's what it was mostly. So we put this in, right? And then we gotta put this part in. Is this the right piece? I've been cutting away something, but I can't remember which piece this was for. Where did I put it? Oh. 43. A lot of gray parts in this one. 43, so I did cut this part. So it should go into here, right? 43 doesn't have undergates, so why does it look so different from here? Did I cut the right piece? Hold on. How did I see this on this other runner copy? Yeah, it is the right copy, H43. Then why does it look so weird? What's he made that? The reason why the second Thunderbolt film felt disconnected was because it only adapted the first few chapters and a major plot point in the manga. This episode is mostly incomplete. The first movie I felt like it did a very good job again. That one, it had a short runtime, but it felt like it brought the plot point that it should have. I tried going R Gunpla. It was what's AYT? Are there more platforms where to connect and create community? I sometimes get lost in all the options. It really depends. If you want to be a part of a community, there's a lot of options. There's Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, question mark. I really don't like Twitter as a community. It's more a place to just toss things out to the void. I haven't been active on there, but I will eventually. If you're a creator, I definitely recommend getting a Discord up and running. As soon as you have like 3 people maybe asking you. I remember early days on Discord, it was low-key kind of empty. And it wasn't bad or anything, but it was empty. That transition period into a more active community took some time, but those are probably some of the best times too. I feel confused. This part is H43, but it doesn't look like the same piece. Hold on, let me get this straight. So, am I supposed to cut the piece? Oh no, it's supposed to be sideways. Okay, that's what it is. Alright, I got this. Jueri-san, ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu, Takazuki-san. Hello. Yo, you're showing my Discord. Yeah. I feel like I built up a pretty decent Gunpla community. I get worried sometimes because we're getting to a point where the community, well, right now it's kind of like decent activity, but I'm scared that if I grow the channel, it's gonna change the dynamic of the community as it gets bigger, and it's difficult to manage for people as the chat gets faster and stuff. So it's been kind of a thing I've been keeping an eye on as the time goes on. Anytime I go on Twitter, I always see people going at each other, which is the worst Gundam show, or like Gundam accounts going at each other. Yeah, they're way too unfiltered over there, and they give attention to the unfiltered opinions, and it's really bad. I wouldn't even call it a community at all. It's just is. If you're ever a creator, just use it to network with other creators, but that's it. Don't really do much more than that. Hi Gira! I'm scavenging for Gunpla stream because I'm building high-grade Barbados Lupus in a moment. Well, this is a stream to be. Welcome in. We got some level-headed nerds in here. It's a good time to join. We just finished talking about our least favorite show, respectfully. So we're done with that topic now. We're moving on. But yeah, welcome in. I'm currently building the RG Epyon. going pretty well. Nowhere near done, but we're at least gonna get the leg done for today's stream, hopefully. 36 and 37. I dropped in to check in, say I survived another day of work. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well, MJ. Hello, Han. How is it you and your husband Sanandri doing? We're on no talking stage. I think at this rate we might be on divorce. Hi, Rez. Welcome in. Suffering some success. I wouldn't say so. Jueri quite unironically one of the best Gundam communities I've been in for a long time. You're so kind. I'm happy it turned out that way. I feel like a big part of it is making sure that everyone's on the same page when it comes to the vibes and stuff. That can be pretty difficult when you open up doors to a lot of people, but so far it's been doing well to recruit like-minded people. It's really level-headed. Once in a blue moon, there are some disagreements, but it's like nothing crazy, and people are generally... They see me and they break up the argument really fast. I'm a bit more serious on Discord because I don't use emojis if I'm like trying to set things straight every once in a blue moon. Did I cut off the right piece? That really scared me for a second there. What the heck? That was the right piece, right? Oh no. 39. What's this one here? 30, 39. 37, 30, 38. Wait. Oh, it's 37. I hope that was the way to cut it. Such a big part connected there. Okay. The Discord bot doesn't work, so we'll just have the mod manually retrieve it. Jueri card's pretty damn good, not even just for Gundam related stuff. The smell, yo, that's not true. There's no smell in the Discord. It's pretty good, yeah. Even for like model kits, we don't really have restrictions on third party or bootleg stuff. Two goes on to here. Oh, it closes up. Okay, we close this up after putting in the parts. Where's that one piece that I put in? Already gone? Oh, it's this way. There is no Rosen Zulu in my collection. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like the Rosen Zulu the way it looks. Maybe if I watched the series it would change my opinion, but as it stands, it doesn't really appeal to me at all. How does this one work? Like this then? Or is it like this? It's like this. Oh. Welcome, JP. I haven't watched Age actually. Everybody talks smack about it when it came out, but everyone I've seen looks decent. People are fiending for an age model kit in the chat. We once in a while, not too often, but I think a handful of times, Bandai themselves does sometimes come to chat, and when they do, we ask them for tequila. I feel so bad because they don't have any hand in what's being built per se, but whenever they're here, it's well, one of two things, right? It's either you guys ask for age kits or you ask for G Gundam kits, which is fair. I think those are fun kits to ask for. You'd watch it worth it. We'll get to it eventually. There's like so many shows I gotta go to. Jueri's Discord's only read to Jueri, always calling her smelly ballad short. Yeah! Why can't I get the nice end of stick too, like everyone else? A Gundam Age truly went from go to school to got identified from aliens. Have you built the RG Epyon? Yes, I have! It was a horrible experience, baby! It's a good one too. It made me so sad. I generally dropped my first curse word, the F-bomb, on stream, and it was so scary. I couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch that clip ever. It scared the heck out of me when I saw the clip. We're like, you cursed in the stream. Like, I did? And yep, I did. Alright, so I'm gonna put this away. A-runner. We finished this part, so we're gonna actually cover this up now. I know, crazy, right? We've worked so hard just to cover it up, but This part gotta have some coverage for it. The 9. I've been looking at this and thinking whether or not I need to panelline it, but I feel like the grooves on this is deep enough and it's also detailed enough where I don't need to actually panelline anything. I'm waiting for Matador Gundam form G Fighter. Oh, that's a fun suggestion. I like the... You're just building more of the bull than anything else in that kit. You're not late? Yo, welcome. You're not late. You're not late. I thought you were here at the start of the stream, weren't you not? Gotta go, but I'll see if I can make it back. Okay. Let's enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you. Gundam Wing is rough on rewatch, but it's not my... It got my favorite overall mobile suit design and some of my favorite Gundams in protect suit and all the EU stuff where it sounds neat. Someone asked me what my favorite protect suit was. I never really thought about that. I think I answered... That's funny because I actually answered Burning Gundam at the time, but I wanted to say Barbados. I just couldn't remember the name at the moment that they asked me because it caught me off guard. But that's also a pretty good suit too. RG Sinanju is a beautiful kit to look at. Yeah, it's on my shelf. It's on my shelf. It's so sad. It has not moved from my shelf ever since I put it down there. I was, but I had to fight lawn monsters. Oh, I didn't know the void had some lawns to fight off too. What RG she built? RG Grams 2.0 and... That's it, really. I haven't built as many RG, but to me, it's my favorite line. I built three RG kits. The best, the worst, and this is the second best, but I like the detailing that goes into an RG over high grade. Honestly, loving for that, but I can understand the criticism. Hi, Timeless. Welcome in. It was a little bit spicier early in stream because we were talking about how Gundam Wing on the rewatch isn't really exactly the best. How does this one lay on here? Nicely, actually. Wasn't your fave Mobile Suit the Ball? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, they asked me Gundam, right? So I assumed Protag Suit specifically. You should try RG 1.0 for content? Gosh, you guys know how to torture a poor soul into building some of the worst kits. I normally do not buy kits of the same grade or really the same suit, right? But I might make an exception for Grams. He might be the only one in my collection who has appeared twice. One time as an EG and then another time as a RG. I could kind of go for an RG 1.0 Grams, right? It's Grams. They can't mess that one up that much, surely. Surely. Do not buy it? Okay, I'll just wait for it to be gifted then. Let me see how much it is real fast. RG RX 782 1.0. It released in 2010. Wow, he's 16-year-old at this point. The 1.0 doesn't look that bad, but the 2.0 definitely looks a lot better. Gosh, I love the 2.0, you guys. I forgot how nice it looked. No, that's cheating. Hold on. Let me see if we can find the high quality image of this, because right now it's kind of low quality res. Okay, look at this. I remember this looking really good, but I forgot just... Oh my gosh, just the grooves and stuff really brings out the details in the otherwise plain design. The Grams look more like the one on the right. Actually, less of the one on the right and more of the EG. But it's pretty close, right? But the upgraded version gives it a bit more of that mechanical look to it, which I really like. You know what? I can have them both displayed side by side. I think it'd be fun. 1.0 RX is just as bad as the Zeta and Sinanju? Your least favorite kit. That's cheating though, because Sinanju has the replacement part. You guys like Sinanju because of the replacement part there to kind of help you. I don't think that really counts. If I'm being honest, I feel like the RG line is getting a bit too detailed for my liking. But that's what I like though. I want to be busy. sometimes when I build high grade, I remember I got really fast at building high grades on stream. I purposely slowed down just to make sure I have at least 3 streams for a high grade, but those can actually be built within maybe 2 streams with my experience now. Flashing over grounds to approve. Approved! Okay. We're not counting replacement parts here for the RG Senanju? Okay, okay. If RG Senanju had a replacement part, it's far from the worst RG. No, I would not count that though. It's not as bad. Jueri likes whole mecha burn. Shut up. Shut up! This is wrong. Fake news. My motivation with RG died down. My focus right now are high grade and MG. Why is that though? Why is the MG? MG is basically an RG but just bigger, no? Don't think I have too much of a liking for MGs after building one. I have to build another MG and see what's up. Maybe I have to revisit that line again. You never built an RG? You're not really missing out per se. But you're high-key missing out quite a bit. That's fair. Personally, if I want something detailed, I'd rather want detailed inner frame, but with a simple outer armor like the MG 2.0. That is the worst. I really dislike it when the outer armor covers up such cool detailed inner frame. It makes me feel so bad because it feels like I need to buy a second one just to display the inner frame stuff. I went for the MG ball because I remember that one was like super atrocious. Damn, why are you putting undergating on these things, man? Chill out. Now I gotta cut these into undergates too. I want details that make sense. I feel like 2.0 has too many holes on his armor. My brother even said it looks like it has pox. I don't like it too simple though. I feel like it doesn't make sense. A lot of really cool machinery in anime tend to be very detailed, right? So that's why I prefer more of that mechanical look, even if it does have a lot of holes in it. Because you need to release the heat inside instead of trapping it. This one... This one's covering this part up now too, I think. So... This will just be here, I think. Ah! Will it just slide in properly? Ugh. Suspicious. Fitment. Did I do it wrong? No, I am doing it wrong. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe just the bottom part, no? No, the weird alignment with this that just wouldn't work. Yes, anime design is not that detailed, but I'm talking more so like older mecha genre. They always play that one gif of the one mecha anime, show like how much detail is put into that stuff. But that's what I like about it though. That's why I like the RG. I feel like it's too simplistic like it is with the OG grams. It's not really appealing. Okay, there you go. The yellow vents? Let me think of the vents. Oh, interesting. I guess the yellow vents on 2.0 is more on the outside than it is on the inside. Interesting. I didn't even think about that, but you're right about it. You guys know what he's talking about? This one here. You see how his yellow vents are very prominent as opposed to kind of against the frame on the 1.0? Yeah, I managed to do it. Surprising. I feel like the RG line was made for a special kind of audience. Suspicious wording. Am I that person? I probably am that person. Okay, so we're done with this. They want us to kind of set this back up straight, so I'll do that. I don't know why. Am I doing something wrong? Does this need to go down? This is not closing for me. Uh-oh. No. Did I mess up? I did mess up a little bit. Okay, now it should go down? Huh. So right now, I don't know if you can see it in the step, but I'm supposed to straighten this out. But it looks like I did a mistake with this, so I'm gonna try to fix that. I don't have a proper... Not going... This part here is sticking out, this kneecap here. So I actually need to separate this to properly... hide that part in. I'm taking it! I don't care! I like it! You gotta tell me otherwise! You like the vents on the new one for sure? That is very shocking. Alright. You guys know what this is? I don't either. I need to watch a video on how to use this to its full extent, because all I ever use is like the flat part of this and occasionally like this tip. But there's like so many neat things in here. I don't even know what they're... Like, why do they have this like raised up and stuff? They could have put this inside a runner and it would fit in properly. They even have the dates on here too. Anyways, this is part separator. The official Bandai part separator. Only for $19.99. Don't quote me on that. I don't know the exact pricing of it. How do I do this? Wait, I don't think there's like an entry point for me to get into here with this thing. I'm scared. Oh, okay. I didn't break anything. Jueri try MGSD. Yes, I have an MGSD Barbados. I love that kid so much. Okay, it's still hard to pull out. You gotta apply even pressure all around to make sure you pull out the part properly without letting one peg fully insert in. Okay, so straighten out the leg first and then we'll cover this up afterwards and hopefully that will be okay. How did I do this? This is a confusing part for some reason. Try this again. It closed. Okay, so let me close this out. Close this out first. Straighten the leg, and then close it off. So that should be in alignment a bit better. Did I do it right? Okay, yeah, I did it now. Oh my gosh, they really did a very good job with the engineering on this. I think that's better now. Yeah, there you go. It's closing and opening a lot nicer now. At 3 points? Or 2 points. 2-point separation. Nice. Do you think it's a boomerang? You think if I throw this out, this will come back to me? Pew. I thought this was going to be on the inside of the outer armor, but looks like the 2-prong here are gonna be on. Camera, focus! I thought the 2-prong was gonna be on the inside, but looks like it's gonna be on the outside of this build because we got some more parts to go into this. So we'll hold up for this. Welcome, Kamen Rider! RG is pretty much for people who don't want MG because it looks like it takes a lot of space in their place but still want to enjoy MG detail experience. Yes! That is me! Ah, man, if I lived in a mansion... Hypothetically speaking, if I lived in a mansion, I think I would be... Oh, I won't tell anyone, but there would be signs, and those signs would be having PG. Like a whole display case all for the PGs, and then MGs on the side cascading. And then that's it. And... I don't know. How does DeLong do it? Actually, DeLong has a picture on his website of where how he displays his stuff. He's someone who has built pretty much almost every kit, right? But he has like a very, very small space to display, but he still manages somehow to store all the kits that he wants for it. I gotta see this later. If anyone can find DeLong's collection picture and then send it to the stream dump, I'll just throw it on chat. Because I think he somehow manages as someone who pretty much owns most of the kits, right? The longest warehouse? What? This guy is electrical engineers. What are they paying the electrical engineers over in Korea, man? Wait, I'm not saying he has a mansion, guys. I never said he has a mansion. I just wanted to clarify that. Would you still stream if I got a mansion? Yes, I would. This is actually something I really enjoy. If I lived in a mansion, I wouldn't just have a bigger collection. I'd be making dioramas. Oh, having whole like fight scenes and stuff. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Jueri should be using up that mansion space like that one guy who filled space full of VTuber standees. That guy is so interesting because I read that his dad or someone wrote for the play for Greece or something, which is a very popular movie. So that's why he lives in such a big place and he can do whatever. Damn, he won the lottery with that one. I envy my friend who has 10 IKEA bookcases with lights for display. Honestly, that's all I ever want. I have relatives over yonder, and they are definitely living a totally different lifestyle compared to me here. And they talked about having like a maid, needing a maid to come over and clean their house every month. And I'm thinking like, dang, this is like the level of richness I can never fathom. Okay, so we're gonna put this up so we can cover more of this over here. Ooh, I do need to shade this part down. There's a slight nip here. So I'll try to see if I can pull this out first. He works making chips for Samsung? Oh. My bad. I thought when he said electrical engineer, I didn't think it was for Mr. Samsung like that. I thought he was like working locally for his like community or something. Damn. Well, to be fair, I was reading his bio with an English translator, so maybe there's some things wrong with that translator. Does he have like a public profile or something? Is that why you know this? I'm trying to remove this thing, but it's not removing itself. So maybe I have to use like a knife for this. I think DeLong's new website doesn't have access to those old photos to collection anymore. Well, to be fair, they're probably outdated. Yeah, but I kind of like seeing how people display their stuff when they have really nice space to display their stuff. Okay, there you go. I removed it. Alright. And then, we'll cover this up. I did scrape a little bit, but it's okay. Okay. I want that kind of freak you money, only have freak me money. Sure, I just realized that the part of the table, it looks like you can't decide on starting form, the leg or the head. Hey! 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 I knew I wanted to start at the head. I just didn't want to build downwards because there's probably a reason why they make me start from the legs. Normally, I prefer to start from the head and down, but because they make me start from the leg, there's probably a reason for it, you know? Because this one is a transforming kit too. I didn't want to mess up whatever they had in mind. It's just because of my stubbornness. I hate being a rule follower, but man, I hate being wrong once I break the rules. That's my worry. You gotta be content with the very small American life. America is where you make your dreams come true. Heading to bed. Thanks you, Jueri, and everyone for the fun chat and help. Till next time. See ya! Full for cause, welcome in. Good morning, I have something to build while watching the stream. MG turn 8 Gundam, mustache supremacy. But the cow? The cow I don't think comes colored, right? You have to color your own cow, probably. Is that true? Do you color your own cow or do they come pre-colored? I don't think they are pre-colored. The feet are the heads? Yes. They say that, but I can't really figure out where the head is with this feet alone. Cow needs paint? Luckily, that's not too difficult. They should just include a very small packet of black and white paint for the MG Turn A. I think people can appreciate that. Pixie, welcome. It's a minute you gotta paint. I've seen it in passing, but I don't remember if they come colored or not. It really won't be so much trouble. It's just to say, I don't know. Give you black sticker for a white cow. They could just do that, you know. But they don't. So last, you gotta paint your own cow. Undergated. Undergating. You color it, mine will be gold when I finally get it. A golden cow? Okay, so first thing, oh, we actually gotta connect another part before we even do this. E part here. C. It's over here. E112. For the weapon of mass destruction known as the cow launcher. I know the cow. I see every single time I see Turn A MG, everyone paints a cow, which I think is really admirable. But honestly, I would be the same way too, because painting a pilot is a whole another set of pain. I just don't have the energy for. People who have a steady hand for that. My issue is that I don't dislike painting, it's just that I dislike not having color to paint it with. So I really hate to buy the exact color or having to mix some colors to do that. Gold cow. PG cow. You know, they started selling, a couple people sent me this, but some companies started selling a 1/11 size, like 32 chicken model kit. It looks interesting. It's uncolored though, I think, so that's not the fun part at all. Hi Jueri, how's Epyon so far? It's pretty good. I swear I'm doing a lot of work. I actually reduced my time searching for parts because today I separated all my parts into decent, like, their own category. But for some reason or another, I'm still only working on the foot. And it's only one foot so far. It's been an hour and a half. I don't think I was that distracted during this stream too, because I've been kind of busy building as we're chatting. It makes me really sad. I'm inefficient. I'm not the worst builder out there, but man, do I yap a lot. I don't know if you guys remember, but a long time ago, I did a build collab stream with Sele. And during that stream, I was building the bear guy family. And he was building the high-grade aerial. And he finished the aerial within 2 hours and a half that we were streaming. I finished just the little bear guy, and that's it. I couldn't get to the big parents bear guy at all. I like this. God damn, I didn't realize they were gonna do the horn part behind the kneecaps, but that makes sense. That is really cool. Oh. Damn, this Epyon is really versatile in this movement. His range of motion is really good. I'm scared. I'm not used to this kind of range of motion. There has to be a drawback with such perfect moving quality. Oh man, I wish I was a little bit light-handed on the armor parts here. That way you can color the chicken to match your own. I only got 3 chickens. I don't need 36 chickens in a model kit for it. They could just build a 1-to-1 chicken model. Just do that. A runner again. Oh my god, there's 4 undergating for these parts. Hey, it's okay. I broke a kit and threw it in the back in the box. I'm starting a better kit now. What's going on? What happened to you and your kit? The not real tease part of the build are the legs? Really? It's funny because one of my friend, so there's a time in the server when I was just a regular streamer and I was building my first kit, but a lot of people joined in on buying their first kit just to kind of get the experience of it. But I remember there's several people who bought the Epyon, but one of them, he only built the legs and that was it. And since then, he hasn't gotten time to sit down and properly build it out. I was wondering, man, why did he stop at the legs? But now I kind of get it. The Epyon is really detailed for how many parts goes into it. I'm gonna get the... what is it? Exacto knife for this. It's actually really annoying with the undergate on this. I have the Epyon in twin head dragon form now. I want to. I have to see what it looks like first without the dragon head. Is it difficult to transform? Because it didn't look like it had like an instruction booklet for it. Man, I really dislike that the part here is hard to cut off. Okay, let's try. I guess we'll have to nip it off. You did the same thing? I was putting the parts together and an important connection broke. Oh no! I'm so sorry. That's the worst. Condolences. Couldn't you just glue the connection part together? Wouldn't that work out? It's quite easy to be fair, only a lot of movement in the ways. Okay, let me ask you. So I used to have a Transformer toy as a kid that like went from really cool Optimus Prime to truck mode and everything with the rubber wheels. That was pretty fun to transform. It wasn't too difficult, but I don't think it's gonna be that easy, would it? It's probably gonna involve a little bit of difficulty with the transforming aspect of this. What did they feed the engineers? That's what I want to know. To make a transformable kit. Because there's actual people trying to solve this issue, right? Alright, so the floor undergate is now removed from their slots. Actually, this part here needs to be shaved down ever so slightly. Right here. Apart from the EDs, I still have all the kits I broke on display. Every single Zaku and high grade Zeta shoulder. How many kits did you break? I broke one kit only, and that was Nanju, which is so strange because I have maybe snipped off a little bit more than I should, but never straight up break a piece in half. So Nanju was the first of many things, and that was just a really harrowing experience. I was a bit too cocky, wasn't I? You know what happened? What happened was when I was putting on the shoulder piece, I was like, wow, that went in so smoothly, and someone in chat was like, usually it doesn't go in that smoothly, so you're very lucky. And I was like, oh really? So I just took it out and tried it in, and I was like, I don't know. I think it's just you. But then I realized that when I snapped it back in the second time, something was really weird with the way it felt when it went in. So I was like shocked. I broke it, didn't I? And it turns out I did break it, so I had to do the walk of shame and everything, you know, say they were right, and then like continue building on after some Tamiya cement was in order. Oh my gosh, nice. That piece was so nice when it went in. Okay, another part here. Here for the Calliope Epyon. Unfortunately, it's not a Calliope, and worst part is that the thumbnail features the Gundam base exclusive one too. So this is actually just a regular Epyon. Anyone had the Optimus truck toy that transformed into a gun? You are building some bootleg third party, maybe built somebody somewhere in China to get that kind of stuff. There's no way it actually transformed into a gun. I took a peek over and someone posted a picture of the golden cow in the stream dumps. I say transforming kits is more difficult due to its materials. Most kits are either made using ABS or PS, but I believe transforming toys are made with stronger material. Oh really? I didn't really get that impression. think it's regular material. Usual aspect. The hard part is trying to figure out how to bring everything back together. RG Zeta next? We shall see. Let me graduate university first and I'll decide how okay I am afterwards to build one. It's a tall ask. My youngest niece still got to play when Transform Toys from when I was little. Cute, cute. I broke the Zaku FC trying to take an arm off to panel line it. The old high-grade Zaku leg after trying to remove it for top cool, and Char's leg and the Zed arm from posing too much. Stop! Someone stop this guy. He's a Air Federation training experience module. He's like, when I get a hand on them Xeon units, this is what I'll do to them. Ha ha, and then just breaks up his kit. He's talking about the Transformer Target Master toys? Damn. It's kind of cool, Loki. This one needs a little bit shaving. I really do like the glass nail filer. It holds on to the shavings really well. How does Epyon feel compared to the Grams 2.0 Juju? I still think the Grams 2.0 is better just because of how like gliding it was. But the Epyon is definitely up there. But that's because like I'm a sucker for something that only RGs really have. Well, I think MGs and maybe PGs have it. I'm so used to building high grades that sometimes stuff like the moving kneecaps just gets to me. Doesn't move on this one as nearly as much, but it's up there. There's very little issue with the overall build as well. Oh, wait, hold on. I was supposed to put this one first. Okay. So actually, I gotta remove this beak piece here before I do anything. But this is a bit of a shame because this one fit in so nicely. I had to retake it out again. Okay. I'm gonna do very gently remove this out. What the heck? That separation was so nice too. What the? What? I never had a kid like be so nice to me. Okay. I mean, I guess Epyon really is the kid of kids. So we're gonna put this first instead of the piece I just did. So to do that, it needs to go in here, I believe. I don't know. I didn't feel like it's right there, and then it supports it at the bottom afterwards. Like this? Did I put it right? Hold up. Actually... Alright, so the U shape should support this part, I believe. Maybe this needs to close out. Still. Let me see. Do some slight adjustment. Yara, welcome in. I can't wait to rebuild the RG 2.0 when I experience the Miku Gundam. That's a fun one. Man, the Miku Gundam sold so fast. They could build way more, couldn't they? They could print money if they decided to be bold enough with it. Okay. Why is it not going in here? Because the... Does this part need to be moved upwards or something? Is that why? Oh, it definitely does. And then it should ideally lock in here. Right? Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I don't know why it's like... I'm not sure why it's not wanting to stay in there. Oh, okay. It has an exactness that goes into it. Okay. It's good now. Then we can seal everything in afterwards. If I find the spot again. There it is. There you go. Alright, all things good with this. We're gonna be at 2 hours in and we don't even have this leg done. It looks better with these colors. Hey! Hey! Don't you say that about the OG grass color! I'm actually very picky when it comes to the collaboration colors. It's not so much the color, but more so the distribution of the colors itself. I think it's an art form. I want... What's this? The only PG I have is the Exia, and yeah, don't stay together well. Oh, RG Exia. Yo, you're crazy. How do you typo an R and a P together like that? Low derivative artificially increase the scarcity of limited product. The only people who benefit from that is less Bandai, more so the scalpers. Don't Bandai like money? I'm sure they like money. You print stuff to the ground when it comes to collab stuff. Sure. What's the best infantilism kit for y'all? What does that mean? Okay, so this is the next page here. So with this one, we're gonna build the lower... Yeah, we're building the calves of the Epyon. And with that, we should ideally come back and put it all together. Finish one leg. The rare color page here, outside of the beginning of the page. We'll do it. I like the gimmick where the frame slides along with the movement joint. Doesn't happen too often with the high grade kits, but on an RG kit, it's just like a... It's just really nice. Bandai loves money, but they're just usually really bad at figuring out how to earn it. No, they're rolling in it. But that's why I don't worry about it too much. Like, you know what? We'll spare these peasants the FOMO and give them a little bit more during this release. Yeah. Alright, so let's get this part in together. We might only finish one leg during the stream. I feel kind of bad. Then the next stream it'll be the other leg, and the next stream it's just like a fist. Like, we're just going part by part right now, which isn't the worst, but it's the pace that we're at. It might take us about a month of streaming to finish this one. Okay, breaking this back out for this one. Kinda hate and love money when you look at some of the other properties. Properties, you mean their IPs? They have some really powerful IP underneath their belt. They're a behemoth, all things considered. Page 32. Hi, Rem Syrup, Jueri, cool. Thanks. Appreciate it. I like being called cool. Do you guys like being called cute? I have a friend who has like toxic masculinity. He does not like being called cute. It's really funny. I'm sure it's a compliment to guys, surely. Our moon bunny is a yapper. It's true. One leg is par, of course. It could be worse. It could be just a foot or just a kneecap. I've seen other VTubers who do build stream and they're much faster at it than me. Is it because I can't switch tasks fast enough? Is that why? I think the perfectionism of my skills holding me back. If I was a little bit more willy-nilly about it, maybe it wouldn't be so slow. Do you prefer being called hot instead? Oh, that'd be kind of nice. Yeah, I don't mind being called hot. I haven't given you a reason to call me hot. So, I don't know. No way? You don't like being called cute as a guy? I feel like guys get so little compliments among each other, right? You might as well take what you can get. So why are you being so picky about what are you called cool or cute as a compliment to you. Is this E? No, it's D. %% paid chatter? Listen. You're right, because I don't really get complimented about the way I look here on stream. Talking aside the extremely childish color scheme, I think Graham's color combination is pretty clever. The tricolor helps a lot in isolating parts of the body. Sign, good character design. I don't really like the tricolor, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. As a confession, I will say right now, I didn't really like Graham's initially as a non-Gundam fan as I was getting through the series. I didn't understand why there was so much hype around his design. But after, you know, repeated exposure, you really do just fall in love with it. The color scheme was like the major factor of why it took a bit for me to really like it. Because it follows the color theory, yes, with the yellow, red, and blue. I think they do that more so with the TV stuff, right? Because, you know, Simpsons, the skin color yellow just to catch people's attention. It's kind of similar in that way. But man, in an actual design standpoint, it's just not really done that well with it. Don't let it get to your head, shorty. No, I will let it get to my head. Epyon's looking hot. That's nice. How about me though? Actually, low-key, it's getting kind of too warm these days, so we shall see. You say nice things all the time? You do say nice things once in a while. I won't say all the time though. Unless you're bald and there's no comment on Juju's look. Darn. This one, where does this go? That's really? This goes into this hole here? You could do that? No way, right? Oh wait, sorry, they meant this way. The way they drew it made it look like you're supposed to stab this into the hole, but that's not the case at all. Just to shade down a tiny bit here. Tricolors are requested by Bandai? Oh, interesting. Well, yeah, you know, they're trying to sell toys to kids, right? It would be kind of boring if they were realistic with colors. I get it. You can't handle multitasking as well as others, which makes you unable to build as fast. No offense to you, but I'm here to enjoy you trying to keep the cuts as clean as possible. People compliment my multitasking skill when I was starting out YouTubing and stuff, you know? But now it's different. People are saying that I can't multitask. What? How do I get better at multitasking? Hi, Dit Down, welcome in. There's actually so many topics going on right now, Dit Down. We're talking about the color scheme on the grams, the tricolor stuff. Being called cute as a guy, whether or not it's a compliment or not. Apparently the general consensus is that is not. I get what Tomina's going for, but I've seen the G3 colors a lot. To be quite frank, I actually don't think it works for design the Gundam. What is the G3 color? Can someone send it to Stream Dump so I can just grab it and toss it on the stream? How many ball Jueri us tons are incoming now that the Kodo kit is released? You guys could make me bald, huh? In the Kodo kit. That is too much power given to you guys. Okay, so the tricolors. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, so again, context. The colors of the Gundam I should know for the OG is, you know, primarily white, but then it's breaking it up with some red, blues, and yellows. In art, it's called there's a color theory that involves those three colors. But honestly, the way it's distributed on the current Gundam is not exactly the most appealing way to balance the colors. Original design from Tomino didn't want those colors. It was requested by Bandai to make them colorful. So what we had was something similar to this as the original design that he wanted to display. Let's see here. This one here on this stream. G3 Gundams, what it's called? Not gonna lie, not the best. I think it's terrible contrast. It's still not good coloring. He should have been bolder with it. Also, hi, welcome Ken. Epyon! I guess if he was going for his earlier version of Gundam, it may work. And it's not that a monotone scheme doesn't work either. It works for the grunt suit. We have the unicorn. That's primarily a monotone color scheme, right? It just doesn't work for this because it looks like an AC unit. A walking AC unit with the vents and stuff. The one in Peeves, it looks really good though, I will say. And that one looks like this. Yeah, looks good. I like this one. This one works a lot. There you go. Did Amuro die in T3 Grandpa before they changed it? No, he's a genius. He's a boy genius that can build all sorts of electronics. How can that be? It looks much better here because it actually provides contrast against the gray with some blues. And a nice hint of yellow. It's a very good balance, all things considered. Should have higher contrast, but I enjoy the color scheme more than the tricolor, to be honest. Yeah, I do like it though, but it kind of gives off the vibe of a grunt suit, right? Or a mass-produced suit. So it doesn't really work for it. G3 is growing on you a lot. To be fair, you can't expect this to be in the anime. It's gonna be something akin to the other version we just saw earlier. The drawn cells. They're gonna get more like this instead. Don't be fooled! Don't be fooled yet. But I don't particularly like it. Is it because of the shape design, the shape language for it? Is that why? Yeah, glad I got the G3 RG from P Bandai bundle. The colors are great. Oh, that's so nice! P Bandai bundle. Yeah. They put in really good stuff in there. In case you guys didn't know, P Bandai does do surprise boxes. They do them in waves, and generally you get more value of the box than what you pay for. But it's really nice. It's probably one of the better surprise boxes I've participated in. I've done surprise boxes for retail stores or like US stores, I mean. For USAGS as well as Gundam Play store. Hit and miss. Both so far, but the P Bandai bundle seems to always be a hit. To an extent, it's always a hit. There's some throwaway things in there though that you might not really care for. I think I got like the effect part for something that I don't really have to get to, so it's not always gonna be like anything crazy. But the value of the boxes will exceed it. Makes sense. I love the grunt suit and the stuff, especially. I do think he's charming though. I'll put him away. He's no longer in the conversation. Between the two, I really like seeing the G3 in space, while I like seeing the tricolor a lot when it's fighting on the ground. It's hard to really say how much the show would be affected if the tricolor was not present. Because a lot of subsequent Gundam afterwards has the tricolor in some degree, but the way they balance it and which the color they want to bring forward or which is serving as an accent to the Gundam is a lot better. I think something about the red and blue was really clashing on the ground because those were in equal parts, but subsequent Gundams, MC suit with those colors were pulling more to blue and kind of having the red and white, red and yellow be more accents to the whole thing. Any idea on upcoming new kits? I don't know. I'm not sure. I've been keeping tabs. I'm in university hell right now. Mr. Bandai and Bamco, can I get a surprise box for my birthday? Get it. So I think the surprise box right now, the value of the surprise box starts at... What was it? What's the lowest price, you guys? Was it 50? The higher you go. So I bought the 150 box. I have it ready for a video. I just need to edit the video. I just have no time for that with right now. I want to get that out soon. That one... The box about for 150 had value of upwards to 200, I think. Almost $200 worth. Shout out to the RG Destiny effects. Why was that so separately? I'll never understand. I don't get it either because those are really nice effect part. I just don't even have the kit for it, so it just feels weird to toss into a surprise box for it. I got one a surprise box and got 3 kits I wanted: Talgi Spoogle, Narrative B-Pack Warcog, Mukube Goof, and High Grade Zaku from the RFB. I don't know about the Mukube Goof, bro. It's so ugly. It's so ugly. Yeah, for the most part, it's pretty good though. It's fine, just drop out. More time for kids. I'm so close, bro. I got like 1 or 2 more weeks left. I'm so close to finish. I can't stop now. As much as I really want to drop everything and just like do whatever, I really can't. So close. 33. It's already finished that part. So what part was I cutting out? Oh, it's already been cut out. Okay, so I just need to close it out. So this goes in. This has undergate, which I basically remove at this point, and just close out everything. I have one. Whoa, it's still ugly. If I even have one, I think it's still kind of ugly. Was that the one I helped out with? Yeah, you did. I think I wanted to add your part in there, MP, but I feel like the video got too long when I put it in there, so it was like very difficult to kind of make it seamless in there. But still have footage. I still have footage of it, just in case I might change my mind. Alright, this is pretty much done. Let me get the D parts in on here. God, this is undergating stuff. Just chill out. Look at this. You see all these red triangles, the little Doritos here? It's undergating all these parts here. Every single piece here. And then, I've been undergating the hell and back a lot of these, so it's kind of holding me back. It's okay. We'll survive, I think. Let's get these out here. Just give in to the temptation. Senioritis is a very, very deadly disease. It causes people to make really irrational decisions. For one of my classes, the professor actually gave us like an open-ended prompt, so we could basically do anything creative, right? So some of my class is submitting like a dance interpretation, some of my class is making a game, another person is doing like a movie script. But I'm like, you know what? I really want to make a video because I miss making video, so that's what I'm doing. And I chose my own poison here, and it's taking forever to do all these stuff for myself. I should have just done like a 5-page paper and call it a day, but I wanted to be cool and make like a video and stuff. I do not hide the fact that I'm a YouTuber when people ask me about it. I don't really find a reason to hide it. Actually, people think it's cool, which I think is very shocking because it's so normal to me. I don't tell them I'm a VTuber, but I tell them I'm a YouTuber at the very least. I don't know how to tell them what I do, so I just say, yeah, you know, what do you do? What do you guys do for part-time work or whatever? I'm like, I edit videos for other people and myself. I don't know. I don't know. So this is the part I need to cut out. This one has, what, 4 undergates? Okay, so I need to cut these all out. Modern RGs are heavily undergated, yeah. It makes sense, some parts. I'm glad they figured out the technology to make it less needed for some things, but it's kind of a tedious task when they're all present there. You'll be fine. I hope so. I do love undergating. I just wish it wasn't like this all the time. Where is that? What I dislike for undergate? Good question. I like undergate because it makes it look clean. I just dislike it when they come up more frequently than they should. For this one, the undergating on the armor, outer armor is fine, but they also undergated the inner frame. That really bothers me a lot because gray parts are generally something you can kind of mask. They don't leave as big of a gash as some of the other stuff we've been doing here. Okay. We have this cut out. Is this for the leg or is this for... Oh, it's for this part here. We're at 2, 3? Okay, we'll wrap up stream in about 30, but that really depends on how far I get. Easy part put in there. Okay. 7. Angry chicken sandwich, welcome in. Rare kit on the hunt, Hyakushiki Kai, that electroplating is chef's kiss. It is pretty good, huh? Origami, you just noticed that the colors have my name on it? Dang. How many stream has it been origami? Yeah, I had these runners. I got... When I reached 1,000 subscribers, I got these pliers. Dippers. Back when I was a very baby YouTuber, one of my viewers was Mama Han's coworker. He's a weeb too. It sounds weird, I know, but it's because Mama Han can't keep quiet about how her daughter is a YouTuber and she's very proud of it and stuff. And to her, she watches your Facebook live stream, so it's no different, right? So she just tell people about it, and I'm like, you can't just tell people I'm a YouTuber. This doesn't work like that. But it doesn't really make sense to her in her mind to respect my privacy like that. So here I am. Anyways, that coworker was there for a lot of my early streams, from like 100 subscribers to upwards to 1K before he got busy. But to kind of celebrate the occasion, he had laser engraving to the nipper, so that's why it has my name on there, or at least a channel name on there. There we go. But it does have a little bit of glue here as always. Every now and then people do take note of it, so I just showcase it because it's really cool. What's the problem with undergates? There's no problem with undergate, it's just that there's so many of it. It can be a bit tedious because you have to cut a special way to remove everything. That's all. Jueri, when you paint your nails again, the purple is running further. I know! Today's the worst because I just do not care for it right now. I've been getting ready for a lot of stuff in my life, just not my nails. I got my haircut done recently. Put on the cap and gown to make sure everything's fitted. Gosh, the cap is so weird to wear because it's flat at the top because of the square part, and so it slides off, so we have to figure out a solution for that. Anyways, it's fine. I will get back on track with everything by next week, hopefully, because I should wrap up most of my work by then. Most of my finals project and things. Wait, it's so cute, oh my gosh. Thank you. I don't even know. I think he worked at some sort of place that does like engraving stuff, but he said to me, or at least Mama Han told me, that the nippers were lifetime warranty, but the company already shut down, so I guess there is no more lifetime warranty. But it's fine though because it's pretty high quality as a nipper. The only drawback with it is that it doesn't have like a spring back, so I have to manually open and close it. And like it's not very, it doesn't feel very nice, not gonna lie, in terms of like snipping stuff, and then kind of have that energy reverberating back to your hand. My god hands are so much nicer, but that nipper I would trust my life to use on clear plastic and not break. If anything, I think it's more likely to break the clear plastic because of how sturdy it is. I might have to... Nah, doesn't look like too bad. Okay. Sorry that I didn't notice that until just then. It's nice that they did that for you. Yeah, it's really thoughtful of them. But you know, Mama Han, she's very... It's really embarrassing, but she's like oddly proud of me as a YouTuber in some ways. But I'm just like, oh, I'm like a very baby YouTuber compared to other people on the site. I guess it's really nice to have someone support that, but I wish he would... I wish he didn't know about it until much later, like maybe if I'm like 15 or 20. I think being like a 1K, barely 1K at the time, and telling people about me is like very nice of her. And once a blue moon, I'll have like her coworker in the chat. I don't know that it's Dim, but she'll tell me, oh, did you see my coworker let's think of a name. Amuro, and I'd be like, I don't know who that person is. Because they don't know, like, live stream etiquettes for chatting, so they don't really chat all that much. They kind of just vibe with the stream, maybe check in a little bit, see what I'm doing and stuff. And yeah. Alright, so let's see here. E runner for this one. Oh yeah, I have it here. Thank you for the hearts, by the way, the emotes and reaction. I wish I could show it on stream. Actually, I think I can. Let me see. I just don't know how to set it up. That's okay. How could you possibly cut your hair any shorter than bald? Oh yeah, I'm just making sure I'm razor cutting my hair to make sure that it's balder. Gotta make sure that that head is shiny for graduation day, haha. E19. So it's this one here. I wish you luck in the last of uni. Thank you. We shall see how that's gonna work on the schedule. I actually have something due tomorrow, so I gotta hustle up on that. Can't beat my $2 nipper. I like your $2 nippers. I just didn't think it's possible to get anything cheaper than $2 for a nipper. Me howdy. Welcome. We're currently working on the legs for the Epyon. I think we're pretty close to finishing there. We're just working our way steadily through the undergates. Is this one undergated too? It's undergated on the sides over here, it looks like, so I'll make sure to keep note of that. That's so interesting to undergate it on this on the outside of this part here already. This is actually the worst place to undergate because it's gonna be, well, I don't think it'll be shown because it's gonna be inside the kneecaps anyways. We'll see. Yeah, but her baby VTuber. Man, I honestly did not want to tell her anything. The only reason she knows about this is because... Oh gosh, you know how she knew about this? I was thinking about being a Twitch streamer, or Twitch streamer for a bit. And then one day we had like a family friend. She's like a little bit sidekick. I don't know how else to explain this. I know this sounds really unbelievable, but she is a degree sidekick. Like one day, for example, one day I didn't tell her anything, but she's like, your dog is nearby. I'm like, oh shit, my dog is dead. And she's like, yes, but he's nearby. Oh. Anyways, you know, one day she was stopping by and she's like, oh, you know, I think your daughter, she's like doing work online right now, or at least thinking about it. I'm like, so what is she talking about? I'm like, oh, maybe streaming, mom. Maybe I'll be a streamer, mom. And she's like, what is streaming? And I showed her, this is Twitch. And I showed Twitch on my phone to my mom at the time. And she was like, oh, I see that on Facebook all the time. So it wasn't too far-fetched to her. And I remember showing her the Twitch homepage, there was like something really sus on there, but we ignored that. And so that's how she came to know my activities online. Anyways, her coworker is on. This is not her coworker. This is a family friend. Family friend has a new type for sure. I don't know how to explain to you guys. It sounds super unbelievable, but it's true. Believe me. Otherwise, I'd not tell her anything about what I'm doing online. She would never find out. But alas, I can't keep it from her. She's trying to hype the channel. Yeah, you can hype the channel. It's just that her coworkers are not the demographics of this channel. At all. It's super cute that she wants to show you off to all her friends. Real proud parent energy. Just give me some time to build the channel a little bit. Cause can you imagine your coworker? She's a mom with a daughter and everything. And she's like, oh, you know, my daughter, she's a YouTuber. Look, her channel, and her YouTube channel has like 257 subscribers. It's like clearly a baby channel, but the mom is like proud of it for some reason or another. I guess you can't help but support that kind of person if the mom is that enthusiastic about it. So you kind of join in just to kind of see. So I don't know, interesting to think about. Anyone got cool new kits these days? I haven't bought any new kits since like last year, thankfully. I plan to keep it that way for some time. Is it a two-blade nipper? This one is a god hand. Look at the god hand insignia. Oh, you can't really see it, can you? Yeah, god hand. You can see it there. This is a god hand. This is like a generic nipper, I guess. My dad does the same for our channel. He's very supportive of our stuff. That is cute. I think on paper it's a little bit weird because we're doing more like anime adjacent stuff, but somehow it works out. Somehow it does. So I'm gonna put this in here. That's actually kind of cool with the legs here. It actually has 2 layers of horns going out of it. Ooh, look at that layering system. That's crazy. That's really cool. We'll finish this leg. The next step for this is we're gonna be putting the ankle around here and the foot, and then that should be done for sure. The one side. Parent wants to brag about anything? Yeah, but you know, normally it's like, oh, my kid is graduating from Harvard with a degree in medical technology. Or as you know, it's like more cooler than, oh yeah, my daughter's a YouTuber with 200 subscribers at this time. It's okay. It's good. Crazy, the one person you can't keep a secret from is a real new type. Yeah, guys, there's a new type among us. I asked her about it before. I was like, why don't you ever do like readings for other people? And she's like, it's a headache to monetize such an ability like that. Anyways, I came back from a con. I doubled my backlog and nothing but build once I get back. God hands are a single-edged nipper, which are better for plamo. It is. I try to avoid. I try to step far away with like with nippers first, and then I go in with god hands. God hands I want to keep as long as possible, but it helps to keep a really clean cut by using it only for the closer up cuts for a different nipper. That's why I switch between the two. You've got a big YouTuber mindset, Juju. You got a lot of room to grow. Wait, hold on. Don't put that onto me yet. I've been hyping up my graduation because that's when I have more time to make videos. But I'm so scared that I'm gonna like fail expectation if I don't put enough time into it. So I gotta hustle up once I'm there. You know, something I forget that Channel 2S actually has like 30,000 subscribers, which is considered like big to people in the creator sphere, or at least like medium size, or but it's definitely not small, you know. I'm working towards that when I can. Have you tried the Plamo Kodo nippers? I heard you can sharpen the blade. I would not trust myself to sharpen a blade. The only blade I'm sharpening is the kitchen knife, and I'll keep it that way. I'd rather have artisan forged blades that are already sharpened by people who are much better than me at the job. Because I think if you shape it down too much, you can actually make the blade brittle, so I don't want to be the cause of my own demise. Just gotta continue growing so you don't feel embarrassed. Yeah! I actually... When I told my mom about the Bandai sponsorship, she was really impressed by it, and she went and told a coworker right away. I was like... Okay. I don't know how to... I don't know how to feel. I don't know. I'm not used to it. It's great, I guess. Again, it's just that they're not the target audience, so it just doesn't make sense. I don't think they know what the internet is what I feel like when she goes and tells them these things. Juju, ohayo! Ohayo, ohayo-kun! Ohayo... Yeah. Ichigo, welcome in. Saw that they were doing some VTuber Gundam collab with Hololive. Eager to have a custom mobile suit in your preferred color. What'd you pick? Moon Gundam? Ah, but I think when it comes to collabs with Gundams and VTubers, at least for me, fans would definitely want something very thematic and be like, aha, they did the research for this. This is a good pick for Jueri. The Moon Gundam is like an obvious choice for me, for sure. You're still short though. Viral sensation virtual YouTuber HaanArt Jueri. You know, with my time here on YouTube, I definitely have a very embarrassing backlog. videos that involves me experimenting a lot when it comes to video voice delivery or editing or the topic, misinformation sometimes, but I can't really do anything about that, and so it's all just out there. I wish that I could look at my channel and think, wow, this is a very professional channel, but when I look at my own channel, it looks like, wow, all my experimentation and everything is out there for everyone to see. If I was a smaller VTuber, it wouldn't matter nearly as much, but as I'm getting past like 10k and stuff, it's been like, man, I need to refine my backlog so it has like high quality, good videos that I can stand by and like be sure of as a creator. So I gotta work on my general backlog to increase that confidence for me as a creator. I remember reading if you're in Japan and God-hand will sharpen your nippers for you. Good! I hope so. I would definitely not be the one to sharpen my own nippers. Almost forgot. To any new viewers, feel free to like and subscribe to Jueri, and feel free to join us in the Emotes Factory Discord for more detail on the stream schedule. Thank you! Yeah, make sure you do that, guys. Join the Discord. The Discord has some really cool people. Everyone there's nerds, so if you are one too, you will fit right in with everyone else. Wait, did I... Okay, I shaved off the ender gating for this. This is done. So I need to put the F runner on this? The E1 here. H. F. E. F. And F1. Please tell me I didn't miss out today. Maybe a little bit, Element Rider. There was a pretty cool conversation happening today. Oh my gosh, I'm like kind of behind on chat. Proud Asian parents are a bit of rarity. Honestly, I think it's interesting because I think in my mind when it comes to doing stuff, I'm afraid of failure. At least in the past, I was afraid of failures because I had this image of a tiger mom. But anytime I do something that didn't pan out well, she would be okay with it. And the biggest critic ever in my life is just myself. You know, it's very interesting. I have this image of like, oh my gosh, this is gonna happen when I tell her about it, but then it doesn't really happen that way. It is a rarity. And I asked her about that before because when we traveled to see our relatives that are much more richer in the West, I was like, man, you know, they really seem to have it together. Isn't that kind of nice? We don't really have it together all that much here in East Coast. And I remember saying that because I'm comparing like my cousin over there. There are dentists out there. They're like optometrists, and some of them working advertising deals with like Netflix or something. But over here, you know, for myself, I'm still like figuring out the school stuff, which I'm just about to finish. And for my other relatives and cousins, you know, they're kind of varying level of like employed or unemployed. And she basically said that for her, you know, in the past, she's proud of where myself and my cousins are at because she's heard horror stories about kids skipping school. You know, at workplace, she'll hear stuff about people's kids skipping school, and then the parent having to kind of cut off time from work to go like pick up their students, or like she'll hear stories about students like or like other kids getting detention. And so honestly, whatever I'm doing is not the worst that could ever happen to me. So she's a lot more understanding as a Asian parent in that regard. But to be fair, Papa Han is actually the typical Asian parent, very traditional, and so it kind of melts it out in some ways. Gotta keep myself humble in some ways, right? Thank you for subscribing, time traveling seal. Welcome. Same here, Jueri. Sometimes you can be your own worst enemy, and indeed am. So, but I am growing past that for myself, thankfully. F19. Yeah, this piece is interesting because I have no idea what this is. It must be like the wing or something. I cut out this piece before I yap too much. It depends on life stage. I was under a lot of pressure when I was younger, but now that I'm an adult, they're pretty happy with how everything turned out. I think that's how it is, pretty much. I definitely had a little bit more pressure compared to my cousin because I was a little ahead of the curve when it came to coursework, classwork and stuff. But other than that, it's like pretty chill. Halfway through MGSE Aerial. Nice! Nice, nice. I'm going to play Gundam Burst with my cousin in Game Center, but I'm late. Hey, why are you late? Why late, huh? You're so lucky to have Gundam Burst. 안녕하세요. So you're working on the Epyon RG. I wonder if you have any issue with the pock-marked face. It used to be a big deal in the early model kits. No issue. No issue on the face at all. Welcome in. Next time I think we should vote a very old kit to support her back. So you're telling me to build a really terrible kit, right? I don't know. Some people are suggesting to build the RG 1.0 for the kits and stuff. You just have to compare you to your past self. Wake up with the goal of being better than yesterday's Jueri. Well, I'm very happy with myself. I'm doing way better mentally. Better motivation to like hit the gym and stuff for myself. I'm in a very good spot. How do I put the heck? How do I put this in? Did you just put in like this? What? Did I do it wrong? Is there front and back to this? Doesn't look like there is a front and back to this. Oh, I guess there is a front and a back, but... How the heck do you put this in? Do I... This? And then upwards like this, I think? Hey. Why so hard? Hey, what the heck? Oh, let's just go sideways? Hey, they're making fun of me right now. I can't put this in. Oh, you overslept! Oh my gosh. Oh, sleeping is good though. Sleeping is good. It means Hayao is working hard, very hard. Working very hard. Okay, I think I'll put this in properly now, right? I didn't expect it to be sticking out like this. That's what kills joy. I'm never envious. Like, truly, I feel like the envy and jealousy definitely runs rampant in the content creator community. But for me, I just feel like, oh, you know, everyone's doing their own thing. Everyone has their own audience. Stealing audiences is not really a thing. Because everyone has such very interest and charm points in them. I really don't think it's like a major issue at all. Alright, so I gotta actually stack this thing too. E1. Have it here. Right? This is... What letter is this? F1? H? E. Yeah, you're right, Roro. I should bonk the Asian parenting in my head. 8. That's great, happy year. Yeah, I used to didn't really care too much for the gym, but lately I don't know. It's just been feeling really nice. I guess it kind of reached me at a good time in my life where I'm like open to it. You underslept last night? Well, time to make up for it tonight then. Instead of building a kit, get one of the Clover Gundams and just look at it. Look at it? You mean like an action figure? What's that? My mom is a very average Asian Arab mom, but my dad doesn't care much. He just wants me to decide what to do, but not be stupid about it. Yeah. You know, the thing with Asian parents having the tiger mom or tiger dad trope is that they just want the best from you. And I think once they hit adults, when you guys hit adulthood, they kind of mellow out on it because they start to understand. If they are very understanding, they understand that the world is not the same as they grew up in as it is for you. Papa Han is very interesting because we had this discussion, and oftentimes Papa Han tells me, Jueri, you gotta get a degree so you can get high quality man, basically. Like he doesn't want me to get someone who doesn't have a degree because I don't have a degree. He has that sort of mindset. And so I talked to him one time in the car, right? I talked to him in the car one time. I said, okay, Dad, what if I'm dating someone who's like a taxi delivery driver, but he makes $100,000 a year? He said, no. Bad guy. Okay, I was okay. What if he's a doctor, but he makes like $80,000 a year? He said that's a good guy, and I told him, but the taxi driver guy is making more than the doctor, but somehow you prefer that. And he's like, yes. So he cares a lot about image when it comes to, even to me. I think this. Well, I'm sure like, mom used to be ashamed of me as like just doing YouTube stuff, maybe. But she also saw like hope and like a pathway for me for it. But Papa Han does not know anything about this for the past 5 years. So, I don't know how to tell him this, but in this day and age, things aren't as like concrete as it was back then, where being a degree guarantees you like a 6-figure paying job. It doesn't work that way. Also, thank you for subscribing, Jesus. Thank you. Sea book Gundam. I actually don't know what that is. First time reading that. Oh, that level old-fashioned? Yeah, that level old-fashioned. I asked him what if he was like a janitor making like 100k or 150k, and he just wouldn't accept that either. They're interesting. Papa Han's hilarious? No. No, actually, all things considered, he can be serious as a parent, but for the most part, he gives me the vibe of like a kid in an adult body. He has his youthful moments. I hear that a lot about older Chinese generation. Image and status is big with them, apparently. Yes. I guess in some ways, he's really funny because you know, with a bachelor degree, you can go to teaching, right? Like anyone with a bachelor degree can go into teaching. And I was like, you know, Dad, what if I try teaching route? And he's like, okay, just do it right now. I'm like, yeah, I have to go to school for it though. I gotta finish my bachelor. He's like, don't they just pick people off the street to do teaching? That's what they do in China. I'm like, whoa, Dad. There's actually good steps to this. And so he's very funny. Because the concept of what he just described just threw me off, just hearing it from his POV. Duh, yeah, we'd be in big trouble if that was the case, y'all. Like legitimately, we'd be in the gutters. Does this go in here? Oh no! Very volatile piece. Go in like this? There you go. I don't know if they actually do that in China. I'm sure there's like a very strict system to it, but he just didn't understand. Fun chat, I'll keep lurking. Yeah. Sorry, we're talking about like IRL stuff, but we usually talk about Gundam. But right now, I'm like so sidetracked. We're almost done though with the leg, so we'll wrap it up in a bit here. Once this gets finished. Is this completed then? Alright, so I gotta put this part together. C-Book is the MC of F91, the pilot for Gundam Crossbone. Right! You know, I know F91 because people keep saying it's like the smallest Gundam. But other than that, I don't know too much about it in context. How do I do this? The horn? No, the horn's supposed to be like this. And then you go in. Why did I have to do a double layer of this? Guess it's kind of memorable. Oh, yo, I kind of need to undergate this better. Ah! Shucks! Okay. Gosh, this makes me... Maybe I can get away with it. No, this is horrible. I actually need to separate this. To be fair, he came from like rural, so it's different. Maybe he really did pluck people off the street for teaching where he was from. His family's doing a lot better now, but back then it was like rurally growing up. I gotta take this part out because I see there's like some chunks I need to shave off. But I don't think I can take this off no more. Oh wait, I got it. Need to wiggle it out. Redneck Papa Han? Yeah, my family is redneck. I did not think... There's always the stereotype of the redneck uncle who's invited to like family gatherings. I did not know my family was redneck until I visited the West Coast and realized that they live in opulence. I was like, damn, I guess we're that redneck family. Oh, it's okay. I actually really love my family here. They have their own set of problems despite being rich, but over here we're chill about it. Anyways, enough yapping. We're almost done here. There was a part that was like in need of shaving because of the undergating, so that was this part here for sure. You probably won't gonna see it on the stream, but because I have this in my hand, I see it deeply. Needs to be shaved off more. Redneck's crazy? No, it's not too far off though. I say that because, you know, my family here, we still make stuff traditionally, like with the banana leaf and stuff. And so when we were traveling overseas, when we're traveling to the West Coast for a wedding, my aunt, she made banana leaf sticky rice, which tastes really good, by the way. We were stopped at the airport because through the x-ray machine, it looked like cocaine, and so we had to get checked, but... at the family gathering for the the tea ceremony, which is a traditional Asian thing before the actual wedding, they had food laid out, but it was all like catered or something, right? So it's very interesting because we brought the homemade sticky rice banana leaf experience to them, and that was, I don't know, it's just weird because they had no trace of accent over there. They're so Americanized, whereas like my grandparents in the East Coast, they don't really speak English, so it's so jarring meeting my great aunt who looks like my grandma, but then her English is really good. I said to her, "Oh wow, your English is really good," and she's like, "Yeah, because I have kids who speak English." And I told her that her sister doesn't do that for us. Which is fine, you know, I love my grandma all the same. It's just a little bit jarring. Anyways. Imagining Judy with a cute southern accent now. I was thinking about it, but I think I offend the South if I tried their accent. It's not my culture to take. Alright, let's see here. So we gotta put this into the ball socket here. Oh, easy fit in. Not much resistance. Was that it? We do have one more part, which is the connection joint. But for the most part, the leg is done. I don't really see the dragon in this, you guys. You said there's a dragon somewhere in here, but I don't. Oh, is that the dragon? Did I find it? Wow, he's like tipping over here like this. I assume so. I was thinking why there's so much range in this leg piece. Interesting. What does southern accent sound like? Yo, you can't just put me on the spot like that. You can't just put a non-voice actor on the spot to make some accent of sorts. Alright guys, leading the cafe. I left my cart behind. I guess I had to go back. Haha, I'll be right back in a moment. Yeah, go back. You could do a southern Chinese accent? I talked to an Asian American one time, and I told him that, yeah, we don't speak Mandarin in this house, so we speak Teochew, which is like dialect of a small region. He's like, what does that sound like? And I said it, he's like, yeah, that's redneck Chinese. I was like, yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I guess me and the South really do have a thing in common. A Boston accent? That's way too many steps. What did they say? That's a really famous saying in Boston. Hey, I'm walking here. That's terrible. That is so terrible. Don't ever make me do that again. 41 to 42. Okay, so we're gonna connect these two parts here. It's pretty relatively simple. And that should actually just wrap up the step for the legs. And we're good for one of the legs. And then we do this again next week once more. Oh, New York? What the hell is a Boston accent then? To be fair, the New Yorkers are neighbors to my state, so... Hey, he's walking here. What do I say in Boston? There's no Boston accent. I don't think it exists. You guys ever asked me about Philly accent? Not that I could put one on. We have slangs and stuff, huh? What's the matter with ya? It doesn't work. I don't know. If I thought that was a Boston accent, then clearly I had no preconceived notion what a Boston accent is. What do you say in Philly? There's actually quite a bit. There's a whole like dialect of Philly, but I didn't live that closely with Phillies. What did they say? They say like water. They say yes, you got new water and get the cheese stick with the cheese whiz, and maybe we'll toss in a hoagie or two in there too. And that John will taste so heavenly. They also say axe too. They don't really say ask. Axe. Let me ask you a question. I feel bad. I remember growing up and trying to correct my friend on saying ask instead of axe. Can I ask you a question? Bro, it's ask. And he has like a hard time saying it too. Where's that part? Oh, here it is here. You could type it out phonetically, but we ain't gonna be on the same wavelength with this for sure. Okay, so step 1, align with the grooves of this piece. It's like a whole step to this, guys. You gotta align it first. Align the grooves. Align the grooves, and then we can twist it, and then... The more I think about it, the more I realize I really don't actually hear people speaking other accent much. 99% of what I hear is either in Japanese or very neutral American accent. Yo! Yeah, me too. I don't really meet a lot of accented people. I get scared sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you. One time on a plane, I was watching Bluey for about 2 hours, and I was scared that I was picking up the accent with Bluey. It's a real thing where you watch something too much, you might pick up the accent of the show you're watching. Practica. No, but part accent is not just like the way you say things, the cadence too, so... Ah, this part's not fitting in. Why? Align with the groove. Okay. And what? Then... Okay. Let's do it on here. What? Why aren't you going in? I hear somebody accent my job, coworkers from all over. I like that though. I think it's fun to get that diversity going on. No, this ain't going in. Why? I can't even twist it, they asked me to. Okay, you know what? I'm declaring this done because I'm pretty sure I'll get this done. Like, it won't be too hard. It's just that I lined the grooves. It's just not going fully inwards with this, so I wonder if I'm doing it wrong. Okay. Never mind, I got it. Now that it's in, I should twist it to the right. Or something. Yo, how do you twist this thing? It's not working! I got it lined in like they said, then they said to twist it. And... then what? And then... turn it? Am I weak? How do you do this stuff? Do I just take this and then twist? Oh my gosh. How's the Epyon going? We're almost done. The one leg only. This? Oh my god, this part is wrong all over. Where'd it go? One last piece now, but I can't find it. Well, I'll find it eventually. I sat on it and it started rolling all over my seat and just fell off somewhere. Ah! This stream was pretty good though, because I actually got down to organizing the runners this time around. Okay, there you go. I used to do consultation before. I was in this British dude's house and out of nowhere I started talking British accent. Isn't it kind of cool and posh though? I feel like people don't understand how cool and posh other accents are. I know American is an accent too, but to us it sounds neutral. I wonder what American accents sound like from like a non-American POV. Okay, so I think I need to push this down. Boston is basically dropping the R's and replacing with I's, so like cause. The cause, yeah. Alright, slow as heck. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna have to do this off stream because I can't figure out how to twist this piece. They didn't let me twist it, so I'm assuming I'm doing something wrong. Banner Savage, welcome in. Tempted to send a voice recording me asking the question in the Stream Dump channel so I have an actual American figure out what I sound like. Go ahead. I'll let you know right now live on stream what is this gonna sound like. This is a really fancy. This is a really fancy goof. This is the Bakube goof, right? Hey, before we leave, can I ask you guys whether or not you think this is like this one? I kind of like it, but something about it kind of rubs me off the wrong way. It's not even like remotely wrong or anything. It's just like overdone. This Bakuba guy definitely had money, because who's embellishing it with gold on their Zakus? It comes out the other end and it's very snug fit. It's always just in California. So does it have to be pushed all the way in then? Not locked in to the left, right? Rampa is better. This Bakube goof was actually in the surprise box for one of the earlier surprise box wave. I don't really mind spoiling it now because it's just so long since then, but I'll just make the video about it because I don't think many people know about the surprise box. We shall see. It's like, I don't know, decking out. This is the choice. I am trying to make this into a 90-degree angle, you guys, but I can't figure out when to twist it. But I just assume I have to twist it once it's all the way in. I don't think anyone would buy that goof. It's not people's first choice to buy for sure. I don't know why they thought it was a good model kit to make over other things that they decided to do. I'll push it later. Alright guys. Thank you for stopping by today's stream. It's really fun. We got a lot of discussion going on about Wing, our most disliked show, respectfully. Stuff about more stuff about the hobby, and then stuff about IRL a little bit. But yeah, it's been a good mix today. I'm so sorry for the lack of progress. We got through the legs. You understand me. I'm always working during the stream. Occasionally struggling and stuff, but next stream, not so exciting. We will have to work on the other leg. That's the unsavory part about this. But eventually we'll get to the waist unit, and I think that's what mattered the most, right? So, we'll cover everything. Do you miss the Wing Slender? TLDR for the Wing Slender, we were not here. It's basically Wing has nostalgia strongly carrying the series. That's mostly it. I think we can respect Wing for what it is and what it's trying to do, but in terms of like how good it is, good enough to have all these collabs and stuff, it's not really worth the hype it's giving it. But yeah, it's not really slander, it's more reality. But there's a degree of slander, not gonna lie, from other chatters. I'm just being way nicer about it than some other people. I quite like the goof, Ignited, and I'm anticipating enjoying the upcoming high grade kit. There has to be a balance with these guys. wing smells bad? You can't just say that. Actually, he's wearing those. He's wearing that green white beater all the time. Was scrolling through your shorts and got caught up on the smoothie funky jazz. Unsure what you're building. They're curious. Oh hi, welcome. I'm actually about to wrap up stream, but if you're curious, we are streaming on the full screen as well. But we're building this model kit here. I don't have the exact picture, but for today's stream, we finished the leg. Not exciting, but that is just a reality. I swear it does not look like a lot, but there was at least 100 pieces going into this damn leg, so that's why it took so long, okay? Because we had to connect a lot of parts. If you're also a builder, feel free to hop into the Discord, because we have a lot of builders who really enjoy this kind of thing. And it is what it is. It is what it is, though. Yeah. Alright guys, see you guys next week. We have build stream as usual every Saturday at 6:30 PM EST, 3:30 PM PST, and 10:30 PM GMT. I haven't figured out what the schedule is gonna look like yet, because I'm basically trying to finish my school. So if I need extra time to do my work, I'll have to use extra time. There's just no way around it. At minimum, I'll try for 2 as usual for anything else. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, and hope you guys have a good one. Look at all this pile here. It's all this nut pile. I'll make sure to get rid of it. Dispose of it nicely. It's crazy because I prefer having finals being like a big test for me, but my final is not a test. It's all these projects I have to carry out. So there's a lot of typing and research and then cross-referencing stuff. It's way more tedious than this. I'd rather just drop me like an OChem, just an OChem final with everything about it and then get it done with. But here I am typing out papers. Okay, enough chit chat. See you guys later, and drop by the Discord to get notification on the next stream. Okay, bye bye. Bye.